A lot of excuses can get in the way, but ask yourself this. If something were to happen to me, who would pay the mortgage, the kids' education, and the other bills? Then forget the excuses and check out Ethos Life, the online, easy way to get life insurance in 10 minutes. Ethos has rates that you can afford, like a $500,000 policy for a 40-year-old male starting at $1 a day or $30 a month with a few health questions and no medical exam. Get your free quote right now at checkethos.com. That's checkethos.com. Not available in all states. Rates do vary.
This is the Pirate Radio Sports Break presented by Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11 north of the airport in Greenville. There were two Conference USA games last night. FIU defeated New Mexico State 34-13. Sam Houston beat Louisiana Tech 9-3. In the Sun Belt, it was Louisiana over Texas State 23-17. Coming up tonight, Liberty will host Jacksonville State at 7 o'clock, and Western Kentucky will host Kennesaw State at 7:30. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
Pirate fans, East Carolina tips off the 2024-25 basketball season soon, so now's the time to purchase your season tickets. High-flying senior R.J. Felton leads the charge on the men's side, while Farmville native My Joyner looks to lead the women back to the NCAA tournament. Men's season tickets start as low as $125, while the women are just $45. Go to ECUPirates.com or call 800-DIAL-ECU to purchase your tickets today.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Great food, great atmosphere, and great service is Atavola Market Cafe. Atavola is simply a restaurant that focuses on that, being a great restaurant. There's something for everyone at Atavola. The menu offers a variety of great choices like pastas, pizzas, sandwiches, soups, salads, and seasonal rotating selections. Lunch or dinner, Atavola is always the right call. Call ahead and get Atavola to go, or stop by the bar for a drink with friends. It's simple. Come and eat at Atavola Market Cafe, Red Banks Road next to Food Lion, and AtavolaMarket.com. Atavola, Pirates supporting pirates.
Are you ready for football? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina, Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
If you missed the Bud Light pregame tailgate, you missed.
And Donnie looked at me and he goes, oh God, we got to put Petty with Rogie. So, Petty was still young. He's 29 or whatever. We come down to breakfast the next morning and Petty is in shock. He's pale as a ghost. He goes, man, it was about 3 o'clock in the morning. I was asleep and I just hear, woof. He goes and rocks in my face in a football position in his tighty whities. He's clapping, he's yelling, let's go Rogie, let's go Rogie. He said, I got the covers over my head. I'm shaking. I thought he's going to kill me. He said Rock got in bed, put the covers on, gone. He was out for the rest of the night.
Tune in game days for the Bud Light pregame tailgate right here on Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
I guaranteed an ATP. I guaranteed phone calls, so let's do them both. Starting with the ATP. At Gimme DeWaxman, Dodger Jim. When the Dodgers finish off those freaks in New York, will you and DJ attend the parade? If so, will you wear your personalized jerseys with Rome on the backs, or will it have a Dodger name? Thanks. Hashtag Ask the Pros. Hashtag Jim Rome on X. Hey, I don't know, Rat. Let me ask you something. Are you going to wear your personalized Hank Wax jersey? Is it going to say Waxman on the back? Are you going to wear your rat mask to the parade? You going to add rat-like whiskers to your face? Waxman? Oh, that sounds absurd to you, Waxman. Well, why would that be absurd, Waxman? You've got Waxman in your handle. Do I have Dodger Jim in my handle? Does Janet have Dodger Jano in her handle? No, Waxman. We don't have any of that. You know that. Stop being a rat, Waxman. Hey, Jim. My favorite call that always makes me laugh was how bad that call went for Matt in Cleveland. I think you had to call him later on to make sure that he was okay because it was so bad. It's been a while since you played that call for all to hear. What is the worst call ever on the show? Dr. Tom near Boise. Worst call ever on the show? I don't know. Check any call that Wells ever made. Ouch, that hurt, Wells. But you were banned, Wells, for a reason. I mean, there's the worst call, and there's the worst take. The worst take might have been that guy who said that he'd pay $1 million to spray Mase right in Cal Ripken's face because he was the most overrated guy ever. That was the worst take. Albie, do we even have an opinion on the worst call? There have been so many horrible calls to this show. How could I possibly single out the worst call? Stucknut, you have tape of every call made over the last 25 years. Which is the worst one ever? I don't know. That's an impossible question. It's called Ask the Pros, not Ask the Impossible. Matt in Cleveland's right up there, dude. You may have answered your own question.
First of all, being a star linebacker in Canada, that just means you're a failed hockey player. Christy Alley, Val Kilmer, warm me.
That one's right up there.
You don't think I don't like that.
But then again, I don't really know. At some point, the worst flips and becomes the best. Is that the worst call or the best call ever? As always, Tommy, yes. He starts off feeling so good about himself, too. You know, best, whatever. And then all of a sudden, he just goes in this ... stream of consciousness. Val Kilmer, Kirstie Alley, and then just trails off like he's dead. No, we were worried because then he didn't call back for a number of days. And at first it was kind of a joke like, hey, man, I hope that guy didn't stroke out. I hope Matt didn't die. Now, wait a minute. We're not hearing from Matt. Maybe we should stop joking about it because I think Matt did die. And then we finally found him. I'm like, Matt, thank goodness. We thought you died in the midst of that call. Matt, explain what happened after the fact.
Well, I had basically the subjects of what I was going to get into, and I was going to kind of ad-lib as I was going along. And I got all nervous and just kind of blurted out the subjects that I had on there and completely freaked out and hung up.
Would you like to try and finish it right now?
I forget what I was trying to say with those, but maybe I'll bring it back in next Smackoff.
Good man. So that was a great explanation. Like, he just had a card with the topics, thinking, I'm good. I'll just ad-lib. Just go impromptu with it. And then all of a sudden, I got really nervous and I freaked out. So I just started running down the list of things that I wanted to talk about.
Val Kilmer.
Kirstie Alley.
Christy Alley. Val Kilmer.
Yeah, global warming. Like, I got a feeling that guy knew where he was going with Christy Alley. But what was that guy going to do with global warming?
Global warming?
It's fairly complex. I don't know.
Global warming?
He was going to end the show, close the show with his incredible take on global warming.
Global warming?
Let's go to the phones. This guy got a new one, apparently. Little Rock, Arkansas. John in Little Rock. Hey, John, what's good?
didn't start the smacking. I take left Laguna, jam his face down that toilet. I didn't start the smacking. I take brand from Corona, jam his face in a rhino's crack. I didn't start the smacking. I did not write a third verse, so I still hope that I get racked. Thank you.
You're welcome. Rack him. I didn't write a third verse, so I hope that I still get racked. Thank you. He's never ended one of his parodies with thank you before. That was a first. Of course you get racked, dude. And the phone does sound better. Not perfect, but better. All right. Where to next, Tommy? You screened them all. Let's go to Green Bay. Steve in Green Bay. You made it in. Steve, what's going on?
What's up, Jim? Dude, I am happy to report from Green, Wisconsin, that one Robert Salah is safe and sound. I repeat, Bob Salah is safe. He's recovering in Matt LaFleur's bunker as we speak, Jim. We're working through his detox now. They need some acetone, some research and development, and a little luck if we have any chance of getting that jet stank off his ass. And I'm not going to lie, Jim, Bob is feeling pretty dirty and a little self-conscious right now. Kind of like Left in Laguna's AI sex robot. But I think he's going to be all right, man. He knows his name. Unlike Tua, he hasn't gone roadkill yet. But for anyone asking why Bob's here, remember this. Lambeau Field is an NFL shrine, Jim. What better way to repair football soul than to come to this holy land? So, yeah, Bob, come purify yourself in the waters of Lake Michigan. Your coaching career is going to be reborn in the cradle of Lambeau Field. But the other reason I called real quick, Jim, of course, is to officially announce the start of Smackoff Season 30. I know there's no date yet, Jim, but who the hell cares? Time is short. Yamo be there. Just watch, dude. Smackoff 30's in season like Kermit's in season. I'm here. In celebration of this historic announcement, Jim, can you please give an honorary golden ticket to that old dude that almost died on the show? Not to be too grim here, Jim, but who wouldn't be on the edge of their seat just waiting if that guy dies like Vic and NoCal did during his call last year? He'd be like, hey, Jim, it's the Smackoff, bitch. I'm coming after you, Brad Corona.
Steve. Dude croaked. Steve, man. Pulled a Bob in L.A. Steve, you were on the watch list. And after that phone call, give him a golden ticket. He did just kick off the start of Smackoff season, even though there is no date. Hey, Steve, whenever there is Smackoff 30, you're in. If you get in, but you're holding a ticket. There, I did it. We gave away a golden ticket. Steve in Green Bay. O'Reilly Auto Parts can help you take the guesswork out of your check engine light with O'Reilly Veriscan. The service is free. It provides solutions based on over 650 million vehicle scans verified by ASE certified master technicians, available only at O'Reilly Auto Parts. That's how you end that part of the show, by giving out a golden ticket. Nice job, Steve. Dude cracks me up. My thanks to Alex Anzalone, Yonder Alonso. The After Hour is coming up next. Don't go anywhere. Are your wiper blades streaking, skipping, or squeaking? Do not compromise your visibility with worn wiper blades. When it's time to replace your wiper blades, stop by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Their professional parts people will help you choose the right wiper blades for your vehicle and install them for free. See better and drive safer with new wiper blades from O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts.
At Uline, they know firsthand the road to success is an uphill climb. Uline started in the family basement, and through hard work is now North America's most trusted shipping and industrial supplier. They get what it means to have the support of reliable, hard-working partners. So they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
Need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy. Get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a shakaroni. We created Shakaroni my way, an extra large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shakaroni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joe M. Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve.
To get started, call me, Braxton Green, at 526-8260.
Braxton Green, NMLS 222-3878. For informational purposes only, Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender, NMLS 208-516.
Hi, I'm Kim. My family is all with U.S. Cellular. So ever since they asked me to tell you that their special customer event, Us Days, is back, Mom's been texting me about the exclusive offers like $1,200 off any phone plus $400 off any tablet. Oh, that's Mom. Us Days at U.S. Cellular is back. Get $1,200 off any phone plus $400 off any tablet. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details. Actor portrayal.
In this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office, why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse for all of your cellular deliveries? Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051. That's 252-799-7051, and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent.
The icy treat that can't be beat is Sparky Snowballs. From big kids to little kids, Sparky Snowballs has been making smiles happen for over 20 years. If you're not in the mood to chill out with a snowball, Sparky's funnel cakes and fried Oreos are a perfect Sparky-licious treat every time. Are you having an event, party, or fundraiser? Call Sparky's to come on site. Remember to follow Sparky's on Facebook or visit SparkySnowballs.com to see where they'll be next.
Kamala backed Biden on everything. She was the deciding vote for his disastrous economic agenda. Kamala and Joe raised taxes on the middle class, and prices soared. Kamala was in charge of his open border policies, giving welfare to illegals while Americans struggle. And their weakness invited wars. Now Kamala wants to double down on failure. It's time to turn the page on Joe and Kamala's failed agenda. President Trump fights for you. His strength kept us safe. Trump cut taxes for families. Prices were lower and the border secure. Now, President Trump can do it again.
And we are going to launch a new golden age of American success for the citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed.
Remember, Kamala broke it. President Trump will fix it.
I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Donald J. Trump for President 2024.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Well, I just think we were prepared. You know, one thing my trainer, he told me, he said, what did he say? He just told us to be prepared.
It was just such a fresh of breath air.
Well said, John.
Don't give me that homer You know, no.
Hey! If I keep him any longer, I might get the gangrene.
My God!
Sports are great.
Man, do I love sports.
Man, do I love sports.
In my neighborhood, clip means something else.
It was a two-question question.
I am football man.
No, it sounds like you're questioning me, and I'm telling you right now, it's the best pizza I've ever had.
I guess I'm going to go home and blow some smoke. I'm going to go log online and talk a bunch of crap.
You know what? We're good.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a big Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Coming to you on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930. Online, pr927fm.com. If you're downtown, you can hang out in the UB parking lot and hear us. Or you can check us out on Facebook Live and YouTube. We're at Pirate Radio TV. Please subscribe, like, and check out all the goodies we have for you on Pirate Radio TV. This show, the Brian Bailey Show, the Holt Naylor Show, the Danny Beal Show, the Greg Hudson Show. We got our ECU Basketball Media Day interviews up there. If you want to check those out, Sean and Danny Beal. And we will talk some basketball on today's show with Mike Schwartz. A ton of respect to the head man at ECU Hoops. We'll talk to him, RJ Felton, and CJ Walker. So a lot of basketball talk coming up at 4 o'clock on today's edition of the show. Also, guest alert. Coming up this Friday, our first and last off-season discussion with Cy Seymour. Talked to Cy earlier today. He is fired up about Jaden Daniels. He is fired up about this basketball team. We'll talk to Cy on Friday. But today, we've got another Commanders fan, Ken Watlington, joining me. He'll come in 20 minutes or so. Also, Mase, Patrick Mason, will get his thoughts on the Hail Mary and his thoughts on ECU putting up a lot of points in their win over Temple on Saturday. And former Pirate DB will join us on the program as well, coming up at 5 o'clock. So we got all that. We got Shirley Rhodes. We got Jared Watkins. And left side,
Strong side,
Chandler Honeycutt's here. Hey, John.
Hey, Clipper. Happy Wednesday to you. Happy Sports Trivia Wednesday.
Yep. We'll be at Belgrade tonight. Come on out and have a good time with some Spurts Trivia with a lot going on. College football, Major League Baseball playoffs coming to a conclusion if the Dodgers win. It'll be Game 5 of the World Series tonight. Hornets are home.
Hornets.
Taking on the Raptors.
Looking to go back to, or looking to go 500 on the season. Trying to get to the 3 games over 500 mark so Clip Brock can get back on the Hornets.
What are we, 1-2?
1-2.
All right.
After starting 1-0.
But they are 1-0 on Wednesday nights when we have Sports Trivia at Belgrade.
That is true.
So that's
Thanks for reminding me.
That's why I like them tonight.
Yes.
Want to mention something. There's one guest not up here today, and that is Holt Naylor's. Chandler, earlier today, I conducted maybe my best, probably my most important interview I've ever conducted in my life with Holt Naylor's. We talked politics. We both endorsed a candidate.
Oh, my God.
We gave the secret, the meaning to life. We had the answer on during our chat earlier today.
Did y'all find out how to stop world hunger as well?
Oh, yeah. That was easy. We did that right in the first 2 minutes.
Y'all knocked it out right quick.
And we were going to present that to you today, and this thing was going to go mega viral. But a lot of things happen, man. It's not just me up here, right, doing a show. There's electronics, there's microphones, there's Shirley, there's a producer.
There's headphones.
There's Jared, a video producer. There's cameras.
Tripods.
Yeah, like
lights.
Everything matters. Everybody does a part. And for that reason, I'm thankful for the Shirleys, for the Jarretts of the world, for the Chons. Because it takes everybody. It takes a village.
It takes a village.
It's not just one man. Well, the producer for that whole Naylor segment forgot one key component.
Press record?
No, he nailed that. Did not plug in an apparatus to the computer, which would have then been hooked up to our microphones and whatnot.
So, would you like to guess who that was?
Yeah.
Are you nervous to say his name?
Yeah. Because I could see it on his face, for sure.
In terms of? That man was Jared Watkins. Jarrett, what happened?
I'm green. I'm new to this. Well, that.
All right. Chandler, I didn't think Jared would be an excuse guy. But it sounds like he is.
I'm taking all the responsibility. I do apologize. I left at 1 o'clock and I've been beating myself up for the last 2 hours.
Today, I do not apologize.
I do apologize.
We accept your apology because mistakes like that have happened here. We don't want them to happen.
No, we do not.
We don't want them to happen, but just know that you are not alone. As Michael Jackson once said, you are not alone. And I am here with you. The mistakes that you made today has been made before.
And it will be made again.
And it goes to everybody in this building.
But you know who it won't be made by?
Don't let it happen going forward.
It won't be made by him again.
It is tattooed in my mind. I got to plug that thing in.
Yep.
You take this serious. Hey, I don't see you laughing.
He's not over there laughing.
You're not like Derek Anderson. You take this stuff seriously.
It's not funny.
It's not funny. You take this stuff seriously. And going forward, you're going to fix it.
It's funny because I did tell my mom it's like the first 20 minutes will be hell because Clip's going to say something.
It's all right. But we gotta hold each other accountable.
Can you at least just recap the quickly?
I feel like I did.
Oh, so world hunger, politics. You endorse somebody.
Yep,
who did you endorse?
We endorsed candidates.
And who was that? Who did you endorse and who did Holton endorse?
Hashtag release the tape.
Well, you know what? I'm glad that interview did not run. Good job, Jarrett. Actually, I think Jarrett did this on purpose because there's a list of things that we're not supposed to talk about on this program.
True.
And on this show. Virginia Tech football is one of them. My love life is one of them. And then also politics is one of them.
But it's political season.
And we don't care here.
I had a thought. Does it seem like the election is like a bad football game? Kind of like SMU Duke the other night where they kept turning it over? Like, wouldn't it be better if both sides right now just kind of like took a knee, maybe
just take a knee and run it out?
Send it to overtime?
Because both sides are fumbling right now.
I know saying taking a knee in a political discussion is a bit risky.
Yeah.
Let's run the clock out. Let's nobody else go on offense here. I think if you just play defense at this point, it'd be your best option. Let's see what the chat gang's saying. Jerry pulled a PRL double. First to comment on Facebook and YouTube. Good work, Jerry. Jamie is excited for B-ball talk. He also says, hey now.
Hey now.
Chad says, bang, bang, chat gang. Lane says, fly, Eagles, fly, go birds. PJ, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Sounds like you're questioning me. What's that mean?
No, it sounds like you're questioning me, and I'm telling you right now, it's the best pizza I've ever had.
Okay. I guess.
Thanks, PJ.
Thank you, Shirley.
It sounds like you're questioning me, and it's the best pizza I've ever had.
That's good. Steve says, hey, yo.
Hey, yo.
Chandler said that, like Michael Jackson said, you are not alone. No ads. He also said you got to start with the man in the mirror. But, Jared, when you look in the mirror, I don't want you to say, you screwed up. This is your fault. You're an idiot. You're a moron. You're lucky to even be in this position.
That's enough.
How did I get here in this position? Am I really worth anything?
That's enough.
I don't want you to say any of that. I want you to say, you're a good guy. You're a good kid. You got a good head on your
I'm good
shoulders.
enough. I'm smart enough.
Say it all.
And doggone it, people like me.
People do like you, Jared, which is kind of a miracle because at times you're a little edgy.
Yeah.
So
I'm surprised y'all like me, honestly.
Yeah, I like you a lot. I like her a lot.
In fact, you were not here yesterday, but we asked the chat gang for the intern rankings, and it was specifically for the interns that were here yesterday. I said, well, I know who's on the top of my list, and that's J-Bone.
Wow. Appreciate that.
Glenn, this is off the record, but I'm going to bring it to the record, said Jarrett was his second all-time favorite intern.
Wow!
And I don't even know if I'm ready to go that far.
Wait, who's his first?
Bob. Robert Walsh.
Robert Walsh. That's hard to beat, Robbie.
Yeah. When you get arrested, when you get kicked out of WrestleMania and arrested in a Vontae Leach jersey in Dallas, Texas, I could definitely see Jared doing that.
You need to step up to the plate.
But he hasn't done that. But I could see him doing it.
Now, you can get arrested in a Max Crosby jersey at the Buck, but let's not do that.
Whoa. Let's not speak things into existence.
Let's not do that.
A lot of weeks left. Mike P said, J-Bone, go into the break room, regroup, come out better in the second half of the day. Jamie says, good job, Jarrett. It was a good move. William says, looking forward to the Schwartz interview. Call me Cy Seymour, but I feel really good about this year's team. William, I don't know about this year's team. But
who is this year's team?
Who is this year's team?
Who's our basketball team this year?
Yeah, well, we'll get some answers from Mike Schwartz. All right, Pike is double dosing. He's got a like on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you. Susan says, I'm so excited to go to the Panthers game this weekend. Can't wait to see if we cannot win one home game this season. Who you got this week, Sean?
We have the Saints. And we have somebody that's going to be in attendance at that game in this building right now. And it might be a guy that screwed up today.
You're going to the Panthers game?
Yeah.
J-Bone will be in the bank.
Bone
to the bank.
Who you going with?
My friend's family.
Family. What are you wearing to the game?
My Derek Carr Raiders jersey.
Are you really?
If I can find it.
I think he might be playing this week.
Good.
So are you rooting for the Saints?
I'm rooting for my guy, DC.
I thought you didn't like Derek Carr.
It's a love-hate relationship.
Fair enough. Jamie says, do we even have enough players for a full team? A basketball team? Hell yeah. What are you talking about? Mike P said, Cy Seymour is not going to give me hype this year. Not going to let it happen.
And Mike P is going to be so excited after we talked to him on Friday.
Mike P, I had a 7-minute conversation with Cy. I looked at it after we were done talking to confirm how long it lasts. I'm fired up.
It takes 30 seconds to talk to Cy Seymour and get fired up for ECU basketball. That's all it takes.
But he had to fire me up for Jaden Daniels as well.
No.
When I called, he said, Super Bowl ticket hotline.
No, he didn't. Really?
Yeah.
Now, we've seen the reaction video of me, J-Bone, Clip, Alan Vick, Susan, and Alfred at the Buck. I want to see the footage of Cy Seymour when that ball landed in the hands of Noah Brown.
What a throw, Jeffrey! He was on the call.
At the buzzer! At the buzzer!
He was on the Commanders Hail Mary Clip Brock remix. Hit it, Shirley. Let's see if we can hear Cy in here somewhere.
4 of them at the goal line. They bring 3. Jada's backing up.
Clip Rock remix. Clip remix. Clip remix.
Comes down to one last play.
Not sure what's going on.
And it's going to be
all right, foul.
Getting longer by the second. You're all the way back at the 30-yard line. Now you can step into it.
Foul.
Here comes the Hail Mary with the game on the line. And the ball is
That is unreal.
Gotta have good ears, but you can hear
I heard
Seymour.
What a shot, Jeffrey!
And that was right before Mickey Mouse guy. Mitch says, what's up? What's up, Mitch? Noah says, is this a friend you're going with or a friend?
No, like my buddy Jackson.
All right.
And his family.
All right. Just checking, man. Just checking. Chandler. I watched baseball last night.
I did too.
But it was baseball from 2004. I watched the Red Sox documentary on Netflix.
No. Did you watch it with Zach Cap?
Yeah, man. He came over. We hang out a lot off camera.
The other day he said, happy anniversary. And I looked at him and said, what? It's been 20 years since the Red Sox won the World Series.
No, I did not watch it with Zach Kaplan. I would recommend it, though. What a likable bunch of idiots that team was. and one of the greatest sports stories of all time. And I'm glad that I was able to witness it as it happened.
Came back from 3-0?
Yeah.
Can the Yankees do it?
It's setting up similar because after winning Game 4, the Red Sox had Pedro on the mound. The Yankees have their guy, Derek Cole, on the mound tonight to try to send it back to L.A. Eric says, Cy Seymour is so positive he can make you hype to get a colonoscopy. Listen, they give you...
You drink Gatorade all day.
Listen, yeah. You lose weight, Cleo. I'm telling you. It's not bad.
You get cleansed.
And you get to break wind, and nobody says a thing. It's actually a good thing if you do it in the room.
The Diners like it when you break wind.
Is breaking wind the most polite way to say and the cleanest way to say poot?
I feel like there's another way to say it.
Passing gas.
Passing gas.
No, that is not.
That's in the middle. That's
gross.
in the middle of being. No.
That sounds gross. I got some gas to pass. I'm going to roll back.
Back to pass. Here comes the gas.
Breaking wind is such a, like...
I just broke wind.
It's such a nice, clean way to say it. Because wind, you think about wind doesn't have a scent, really, unless it's bringing in something else. But, like, I like to walk outside and have a nice wind. I like a nice fan
Just not
in the room.
that kind of wind.
No. Chad says the guy who grabbed Mookie's glove was unserious. I think it was the opposite. I think he was a little too serious.
He was all in to get that ball out of the glove. And by the way, I just saw this before we went on the air. Shockingly enough, that man that grabbed Mookie's glove last night was college buddies with no other than Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah. Banned from Game 5. I've seen a lot of discussion on this. People on both sides. How do you feel about it? Should he be banned?
Yes.
Garrett?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Shirley?
Absolutely.
All right, I'm glad y'all feel that
For
way.
life or just...
I say...
I think for the... Well, there's only one.
Definitely...
For the rest of the
Game
World
5,
Series, yes.
yeah.
But, it's one thing. I was telling J-Bone this before the show. This was not a Bartman situation where he was reaching for the ball and, he just inadvertently got in the way of Moises Alou. This guy, Betts had it in his glove. This guy grabs his glove and rips it out of his glove. So at that point, that's intentional. It's not incidental. That was premeditated. So ban him.
And Chicago fans wanted to kill and hurt and harm Bartman.
Absolutely. Yes, they did.
Yankees fans are looking at this guy as a hero.
Well, I mean...
Well, that's the difference between Cubs fans and Yankees fans.
Well, the ball was already caught. The ball's caught?
Yeah, I think this is a lot different.
Oh, it's totally different.
Okay. Well, you were comparing them.
I was saying that Bartman was hated because he interfered with a play that was going on. The play was made by Mookie Betts.
Well, he also was his own player. This guy was doing it against the opponent.
That is true. But at the same time, Yankees fans are like, there goes my hero.
Because it's a completely different situation.
I agree with that.
Okay.
We're not disagreeing. We are agreeing on this.
100%. We are.
You just want to disagree.
Chad said Bartman hurt the Cubs, but Chandler understands that. He agrees with that. Right?
Yes.
Okay. William says that guy will probably get a key to the city. I mean, yeah, you got to ban the guy. You got to. Chad says it's a totally different situation.
Yes, I understand that. I get that.
All right.
I'm agreeing. Why can't we just hold hands and go off into the sunset? We agree on this statement. We agree on this. Like, what the hell?
I like how Chad just keeps adding one line at a time.
It's different.
He should be banned. Does anybody think he should not be banned from the stadium tonight?
I definitely think he should. And guess what? They get reimbursed. They get their money back. They got refunded for their ticket.
Well, that's probably fair, I guess. He paid for the ticket.
That's totally fair.
Yeah.
Do we agree with that? Are we on an agree train right now?
I think the handling of this situation is going quite well.
Yes.
All right. Anything else to discuss from sports last night? Hey, congratulations to number 4 in my Outsiders Top 5 rankings, Louisiana. They did not get jinxed. They went on the road and beat Texas State last night. College football tonight, Jacksonville State at Liberty. Kennesaw State, coming off their win over Liberty, will be at Western Kentucky. Will Tyson Helton still be on the ECU coaching search big board? He's got to win tonight.
The pressure is on for Tyson Helton.
A lot of pressure tonight, taking on Kennesaw State.
You want to be the next head coach of East Carolina? You got to earn it.
You got to win. You got to win every game. Mike P said, so the move to go to the game and do something to get kicked out of the ninth, full refund. No, Mike. No. He didn't get refunded from last night's game.
Tonight.
He's getting refunded from this game. You idiot! Brad says,
I'm the idiot.
What's happening, Captains? Brad says, kick off the tour, Doug. Was that Happy Gilmore? And he just...
Oh, yeah.
Or not. Might be Happy Gilmore. Jamie says, singing on the mound and the halftime Super Bowl show, totally different situations. Thank you, Jamie. See, yesterday, Chad Gain was pushing my buttons about Big Pun. Wait, not Big Pun, Fat Joe. Jerry, what did you think of Fat Joe performing the other night?
It sucked. Ice Cube's my guy, dude. That was a lot better.
Wait, so you like that? So
I like Ice Cube.
So you
was that last night?
That was
in LA.
Game 1 or 2.
Why are we doing
the argument is why are we doing concerts before the World Series game?
Yeah.
So you don't mind doing it? You just think Fat Joe stunk?
I don't get the point of it, but yeah, I just wasn't a fan of Fat Joe.
I don't know who asked for it.
No, I don't
and
think
who it's for.
I thought they just brought out Ice Cube because he's a Dodgers fan.
Yeah.
And then Fat Joe came out, and I'm like, okay, they're just going to have some singer before every game? Did they have one last night?
I don't know. Did they? Let me know. Let's take a break.
I want to get Ken Watlington's thoughts on that.
I've been dying all week to hear what Ken has to say about Fat Joe. And we're going to
What is Ken's thought on Fat Joe?
Fat Joe. We'll find out when we return after these words.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Greenville's hometown pizzeria is Cucinella's. Cucinella's has 2 locations with great options for lunch, dinner, takeout, and they now offer catering. Dine in for lunch with a slice, salad, and a drink with a friend, or stop by after work and grab a beer or glass of wine while you wait for your to-go order. The best pizza, grinders, salads, and homemade Italian ice is at Cucinella's. Cucinella's Midtown across from Best Buy, downtown across from Sup Dogs, and on Facebook and Instagram. Cucinella's, serving handcrafted pizza since 1932. Come taste the difference.
Public pirate notice on a discount mattress and furniture. Fresh start with a new coach with a new winning attitude. These are your pirate discounts. Only discount mattress and furniture. Computer desk regular $200, now $79. Queen mattresses regular $700, now $295. Dinettes regular $500, today $200. Only discount mattress and furniture. Well, winning is not everything. It's the only thing, and I'll see you there.
You want a sub made the authentic Jersey way? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want a radio idea? You go to me. Like this. I'm a talking dog that only talks about Jersey Mike's. My owner says, "Hey, buddy." And I'm like, "Get me an authentic Jersey sub." He says, "That's all you ever think about." And I say, "No. I also think about teaching myself to drive the Jersey Mike's, but until I figure that out, you're all I have." Woof, woof. Made the authentic Jersey way since 1956. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
I'm Caleb Stroud, the founder of Stroud's Marine. I grew up on the water, and I've loved boating my entire life. In 2012, I decided to give back to the marine community by creating a way for boaters to order pre-owned salvaged marine parts online. Stroud's Marine was born to offer incredible prices and unparalleled customer service. We stand behind every part we sell, and our mission is to save you money and get you back on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvage outboard parts.
Do you have any real estate questions about buying or selling residential or commercial properties? Are you curious about this current real estate market? Do you need a property manager for all your rental houses? This is proud ECU alum Scott Harris with Harris Real Estate Group, and I would love to help answer every question you have and show you a real estate experience that will be memorable and enjoyable. Every step of the way, I'm here to make your dreams a stress-free reality. Call me today at 347-1857. That's 347-1857. Go Pirates!
If you're looking for a delicious home-cooked country breakfast or lunch, look no further than CD's Grill. CD's Grill in Winterville has the best country cooking around. Start your day with CD's mouth-watering homemade cheese biscuits, eggs cooked to order, and pancakes so big and fluffy there's no way you leave hungry. Open Monday through Friday from 5:30 a.m. until 2 p.m. and Saturday from 5:30 to 11 a.m. CD's has lunch specials and an all-you-can-eat salad bar. Stop by, say hey to owner Jason Brown and the CD's crew. CD's Grill, 111 West Fire Tower Road in Winterville. CD's Grill, the best country cooking around.
This is John Gavigan with the Gavigan Agency. Our top priority is doing what is best for our members. Whether you are buying a new vehicle, a new home, protecting your family with life insurance, or filing a claim, our agency will be there every step of the way. Our goal is to become a trusted advisor for you and your family for all of your personal and commercial insurance needs. Give us a call in Greenville at 756-1400 for a car, home, business, or life insurance quote today, and give us the opportunity to show you the benefits of doing business with someone who cares.
Pirate Radio, your number one station for the latest on ECU sports. We are the voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. United Bank, safe, sound, secure since 1839. Now more than ever, trust is the foundation of any successful relationship. And with local bankers you know and trust, it's no wonder businesses and individuals throughout North Carolina continue to choose United Bank. Bankwithunited.com. Member FDIC. And it's spooky season, and Halloween Express has everything you need to make your Halloween frightening and fun. They have Greenville's biggest supply of adult and kids' costumes, plus props and decorations. Halloween Express is now open for their 26th year, and they're located on the corner of Charles Boulevard and 14th Street, right beside the Jolly Roger. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Thank you, Shirley. Jared Watkins on the road to redemption. Chandler Honeycutt here. Ken Watlington, newsman, joining us.
Newsman, hello.
Hello, Ken.
What's going on?
Well, Fat Joe performed the other night.
Yeah, I heard the disdain for Fat Joe. I'm thinking he was not the first choice to represent New York City on that stage. Ice Cube, a home run. I'm sure they probably tried to get Kendrick Lamar first, but Ice Cube had that old school feel, has some anthems for Los Angeles. New York probably tried to get Jay-Z first. He said no. Was Fat Joe the second option? Probably not. There we go.
Mike P said, I think they should have simultaneous concert at each base before the game. So kind of set it up like a Coachella. So
exactly.
Like
it's a different stage.
Yeah. So you've got like rap at first, country at second, rock at third.
Who's at home? Who would be New York's country artist?
That is a great question.
You have, let's see, R&B, you have Alicia Keys or something. That works, right?
New York.
Rockers from New York. I can't think of anybody, but I'm sure there's a bunch.
Billy Crystal's from New York.
Oh, we'll do
comedy show in third. I love it.
Not Billy Joel. But you can. But you could
same thing.
But you could do Billy Crystal.
Yeah, Billy Joel would be a good one.
Eric said the guy who caught that ball last night should have just leaned back. It's pretty good. Pretty good.
On the way in, I heard you guys talking about, he's banned for the next game. How do you even enforce that?
Great question. Do you think there's somebody looking at a photo of him and looking up at every person in there?
Yeah.
I don't.
Then again, facial recognition and all this stuff we probably don't know about. It's probably so super advanced. He's flagged before he even gets off the subway.
Very good point. I don't know. Maybe he goes Bobby Valentine and puts on a mustache and glasses.
The day before Halloween with a little costume, he's good to go.
Cody says Steely Dan is from New York.
Heck yeah.
He said Sonny Rollins for Jazz. All right, Cody. I don't know who that is, but he's showing off his music knowledge here.
Love some Steely Dan.
Chad said, but you liked it when G-Eazy performed at halftime on Monday Night Football. Check the records, Chad. I hated it. It was a video, and they did it. It was a Monday night doubleheader for both games. Same performance. That was still one of the weirdest things of all time to me. I went on a Twitter rampage because I just didn't understand what I was watching and why G-Eazy was talking about fornication while I'm trying to watch Monday Night Football.
Old man yells at cloud.
I am getting old. My problem kind of is Fat Joe, but my big problem is why are we doing this to start with? Ken, you go to a lot of concerts, right?
I do, yes.
All right, you went and saw...
a basketball game doesn't break out in the middle of it.
You went and saw the Foo Fighters. But before that...
The Foo Fighters opening act was Fordham versus Columbia basketball. No.
Who really wants this? Yeah. And I found out the answer because Chandler rewatched the Fat Joe performance. The only people up and dancing were drunk white women. So I guess that is who is asking for this.
And the whole time, like the producers that I guess were in the ear of the cameraman were like, all right, can you find anybody? Can you find anybody that is enjoying this? And they kept going to like an aerial view of the stadium.
Not an Ariel Epstein view.
No.
She was there.
She was there.
Yeah. But then every so often they would go to a drunk white woman that was probably drunk on wine.
Dancing like Elaine Bennis. Noah says, ask Meador to go to the rest of the World Series games. We'll go all in on the Yankees. Funny you say that, Noah. I texted Brian, asked him, was he going tonight? He said no. So you are free to take the Dodgers.
So he did a me in 2021. He goes to the game, the Dodgers lose. Like I went to the game, the Braves lost.
He is 0-6 lifetime now watching the Dodgers.
Oh, like just or in the World Series or just overall?
In the World Series.
Overall. Oh, okay. That's tough. I went a long time before I saw the Braves win a game.
Because that's a lot of World Series games, John.
No, overall. And I thought maybe the mojo would switch last night because I did take the Dodgers, but I should have listened to Meador, and I didn't.
Williams says Nas and 50 Cent turned it down.
Yeah. That's another couple on the list probably before Fat Joe.
Mike P. asking how soon before the guy going after the ball is on the Hawk Tua podcast. Can I show some love to Hawk Tua?
Sure.
She has a good sense of humor and is just along for the ride. Like, I'm not annoyed at Hawk Tua. I'm annoyed kind of at people for making her popular.
Yeah.
But like, she's doing what
you can tell. She's just like, all right, if y'all want me to do this, I'll do it.
I think Hawk Tua has a good head on her shoulders. Is what I'm saying. I think she's got a good sense of humor. All right, Ken.
Yes.
Brian Bailey
is a man.
He is. I would say the man. I wouldn't even put A in front.
Let's not get carried away.
All right. He said...
Seriously, y'all got to shut up.
He would bet an ungodly amount of money.
He's right. I know where this is going.
That you did not stick around to watch the end of Commanders Bears.
That is correct.
Ken.
Yeah. In fact, I turned it off before the big guy even fumbled for the would-be go-ahead touchdown. At that point, they're inside the 10. I'm like, I'm done with this crap. Turned off my little illegal stream on my iPad, and then I just kind of sat in my bed and watched the score app on ESPN the rest of the time. And then 15 minutes later, when it just updates, it says final 1850. I'm like, how?
Well, how?
I was thinking, maybe they'll get a couple yards, set up for a 65-yard field goal to tie it, then they win the game. And, of course, I immediately freak out and check Twitter.
You missed the funniest part of that football game, and that was the Chicago Bears trying to
hand it to the backup center,
give the ball to an offensive lineman down in the ball game.
Yep. I had
it bounced off his gut.
Secondhand anger from that. Like, if I was just thinking, what if my team did that in that moment? How much I would hate them.
Yeah.
I'd hate myself for rooting for them. That was deplorable. Fireable.
Yeah.
I say.
But look, he didn't have the right form to get the
Why?
football.
Why not?
And that's because he's not a running back.
Why not? Why?
And whoever the running back is Swift? What was his name?
Well, they got Swift.
Roshan Johnson.
Roshan Johnson's like their short yardage guy who scored later.
Yeah, they're both running well in the second half.
Well, have you seen any highlights, Ken? I can't even talk to you about the game.
I have since seen the highlights.
Did you see Roshan Johnson's touchdown before the Hail Mary?
No.
Kurt on Twitter at the time says Washington just let them score, which I think is smart. And I was like, did they? And then I watched the replay, and boy, that D-line got pushed back pretty easily. Yeah. So I wonder if they let them go and get in just to give them a little bit of time.
Yep.
If so, smart to Dan Quinn, I reckon.
Listen, this season, don't know how it's going to end, but so far, what a ride.
Dude.
I can't remember strapped like this.
Yeah. So
about the Washington Commanders, I should say.
I'm a sucker for punishment. We've had so many bad things happen that I remember them all. So I looked up 2008 yesterday because I was like, this feels very similar. Something about this feels very similar because I saw next home game is the Steelers. I go back to 2008. We are 6-2 when the Steelers come in for a Monday Night Football game, take over FedEx Field with their towels, and put the beat down on us. I believe they blocked a punt, and they got the ball rolling. Now, we play the Giants before the Steelers, so we have a chance to get to 7-2, or we'll be 6-3. Both fine records. But I just hope that Steelers game is not going to be another turning point. I'm sure they're going to take over the stadium. There was a lot of Bears fans there Sunday.
It was.
We still haven't got back to dominating our stadium, and even if we had, the Steelers don't care. They're going to take it over. They take over everything.
That's just what they do.
Yeah. So I'm very nervous about that, but first things first, got to take care of the G-Men.
And they've struggled the last 4, 5, 20, 50, 90 years, it feels like, with the Giants.
Yep.
What was it, a couple of years ago? They had a chance they had to beat the Giants one time in 2 or 3 weeks, and they couldn't beat them to make the playoffs.
We watched that one here, and it was frustrating. Yep. They called some stupid penalty on McLaurin for not checking with the ref where he was lined up. And then he got accosted on, what are you watching? Steelers, Redskins?
Yes.
Yeah. I think there's a blocked punt in here somewhere. Oh, yep. What did I tell you, Chandler? We went with the burgundy on burgundy. I hate those.
The worst.
Sorry, Jarrett. How you feel about the black uniforms, Ken?
I love them now.
Jaden Daniels makes everything look cool.
Yeah, you win a game like that in that fashion, wear them every day. They won't.
Wear them to sleep in.
Yeah, why not? Nice pajamas.
Chad's asking, can he get the illegal link?
Well, for me?
Yeah. For a price?
Yeah, it's there's some ways to do it.
PJ turned it off after the go-ahead touchdown. Yeah, I mean, I guess at that point I was just too far in. I'm honestly surprised I didn't leave the buck and miss that Hail Mary.
No,
I mean, there was
you didn't.
I know it's typical of me to turn something off, but there were contributing factors in that game. It wasn't the most exciting game up until that point. Commanders could not score in the red zone. That was frustrating. It's just they're destined to lose. I'm just going to go ahead and turn it off and do something else, which I didn't. I just kept following it on my phone on the score app, and then
it's really hard to get completely away from it. Like even when like a bet's over and I stop watching a game, I'll still keep checking in on it.
I feel like I'm doing something productive and I'm not. I'm just looking at my phone constantly instead of watching on TV.
I got better things to do.
Yeah.
Look at my phone.
Take that, world.
And watch the app. All right. Commanders didn't put up a lot of points. Pirates did.
Oh my gosh.
Pirates got rolling.
I know we'll do our state of North Carolina rankings here soon. It was a good week for the state.
Was it?
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
State didn't lose.
Let's do it right now.
They didn't play, but they didn't lose.
So Duke. Oh my goodness.
Duke did lose.
Did you watch that?
I did for the most part.
I watched the end.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I wanted to keep going. But Duke went for 2 in overtime, did not get it.
Kind of surprised they went for it.
But,
you know.
SMU, despite especially the way SMU's turning the ball over.
Yeah.
Hell, put their
6
offense back on the field.
Yeah. They're going to fumble or throw a pick.
Yeah, but that was a really fun game to follow. Here's the problem now.
I think you keep Duke at 1.
Yeah, Duke's at 1. That's fine.
But who do you put at last?
Right, exactly. Because North
ECU
Carolina
was impressive.
I think
Not East Carolina.
I think East Carolina's still last.
I mean,
You think so?
maybe just because the transitive property of losing to Charlotte.
And App.
Yeah, and App won. Got back on the win column.
But North Carolina winning 41-14 on the road.
Yeah.
Puts them at least at 6.
As much grief as I've given that team this year, 2 of their 4 wins are on the road at Power 4 schools. Like that's got to count for something.
I think because we've fired a head coach and lost to App in Charlotte. Got to be last.
We're last. So do we put UNC ahead of App?
Yes. Winning like that.
But then that means so.
I think you move them to 2.
Who, UNC?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
have they played Wake or State?
No. State's the last game of the year. Wake. I think they play Wake State back-to-back to wrap up the season.
I think this is how we're going to have to do this. We're going to have to go Duke 1. Do you want to put North Carolina 2?
I mean, but can you just one game? I mean,
I don't know about
dominant
2.
performance.
Well, Wake Forest is 2 then.
Yeah. I think you go Wake 2.
And Wake
because they beat
off.
NC State.
Yeah, Wake was off last week as well.
No, they beat Stanford.
That's right. They,
All right.
On that 1-point game on the road.
They're number 2.
Road win. Yeah.
All right.
Carolina 3.
And they beat State in
UNC
Carter Finley,
or
right?
NC State 3?
Go Carolina.
All right.
State hasn't had a win like that.
What a rise for the Tar Heels.
Yeah.
NC State goes to 4, and then we have App and Charlotte left. How do you order those?
App and Charlotte.
I don't know.
Who else has Charlotte beaten besides ECU? Rice.
Yeah. Who fired their coach? Charlotte? This is how bad it is, folks.
You lose
If
to Charlotte,
you lose to Biff.
straight to jail.
Yep, you gone. Which is great. I've been saying that for the last 2 years. I'm glad teams are adopting my formula here. App or Charlotte?
I think it's App Charlotte.
Is that what you said, John?
Mm-hmm. App beat ECU in Dowdy, so it's a road win. Give them props for a road win.
All right, our North Carolina state rankings. Duke, number 1. Wake Forest, 2. North Carolina, 3. NC State, 4. Appalachian State, 5. Charlotte, 6. East Carolina, 7, but with an arrow up.
Trending.
Okay.
We're trending up.
Trending.
We're receiving votes to go up. How much did it change in the last week?
But here's my problem. My poll rewards head-to-head. So I don't think we can get out of the basement.
We're stuck there the whole time?
I think so.
Even if we went out?
So if that's the property, Duke can't fall because they beat Carolina.
All right. You know what? Well, we can just put these in.
Blue Devils go to Miami this week, though, so it might be a 2-game losing streak for our number 1 team.
It could, and they could still remain number 1.
And North Carolina goes on the road to Florida as well to play Florida State, but who knows with that one?
Yeah.
Mac Brown's never beaten his alma mater, 0 for 22 or something like that.
His alma mater is who?
Florida State.
Did I know that?
You do now.
Jump into my head. Did I know that, kid?
I guess not.
I did not
You
know
seem
that.
shocked.
I never knew that.
Him and Mike Martin were good friends.
Let's take a break. We'll come back more with K-Dub, Ken Watlington, when we return on Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in ENC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get fucked up. Pirate fans, East Carolina tips off the 2024-25 basketball season soon, so now's the time to purchase your season tickets. High-flying senior R.J. Felton leads the charge on the men's side, while Farmville native Mama Joyner looks to lead the women back to the NCAA tournament. Men's season tickets start as low as $125, while the women are just $45. Go to ECUPirates.com or call 800-DIAL-ECU to purchase your tickets today.
The price is always right at Doug Henry of Greenville. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. Doug Henry is easy to find on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial Drive and always online at DougHenryGreenville.com. This month, Doug Henry is giving back for Breast Cancer Awareness Month, and with every vehicle purchased, they will donate $100 to Eastern North Carolina Cancer Services. Doug Henry of Greenville, right on the price, right on the corner. Go Pirates!
This is Dr. Anthony Skellick from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes of ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com and go Pirates.
It's bow time. It's not just football season. It's tailgate season. And that includes every kind of football, whether it's got goalkeepers or goalposts. The kick is good! Because it doesn't matter where or how you tailgate. When you've got crispy chicken and fluffy buttermilk biscuits from Bojangles, your tailgate is better than great. It's legendary. Head to Bojangles and order your tailgate box with boldly seasoned chicken, fixins, biscuits, and legendary iced tea today. It's bow time. It's bow time. Some classics never go out of style, like fresh egg, American cheese, and hickory smoked bacon on a made-from-scratch biscuit. But why stop there? Pair it with crispy bow rounds and a hot coffee or medium drink. Your morning deserves a breakfast that has it all. From the fluffy egg and crispy bacon to the melted cheese and, of course, a legendary Bojangles biscuit. That's the ultimate breakfast combo. Order in the app or at Bojangles. It's bow time.
What's up, sandwich heads? Today on Steve-O's Sandwich Reviews, we've got the tips and tricks to the best sandwich order. And it all starts with this little guy right here. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Partial to pastrami, craving a Cubano. Yeah, sounds delicious, but boom! Add the crisp, refreshing taste of Pepsi Zero Sugar and cue the fireworks. Lunch, dinner, or late night, it'll be a sandwich worth celebrating. Trust me, your boy's eaten a lot of sandwiches in his day, and the one thing I can say with absolute fact... every bite is better with Pepsi.
Fish Street Hardware is hosting an event on Saturday, November 9th, Mountain Music. From noon to 10 p.m., join us and 9 amazing Pitt County artists, including Back Row Backsliders, Jake Sutton, Morgan and Griff, Jake Mitchell, and more to support Western North Carolina and the relief efforts from Hurricane Helene. T-shirt sales, giveaways, and food specials all day long. Mark your calendar and plan to join us. Donations will be accepted all day long as cash, Venmo, or an on-site donation box. Check out our social media for more information. We will see you next Saturday at Fish Street Hardware.
Pirate Radio.
Remember, in a pirate ship in pirate waters in a pirate world, ask no questions. Believe only what you see.
The voice of the pirate nation. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour is brought to you by Pirate Water. Get ready to party, pirates. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find your new treasure. 21 and older only. Pirate Water. Why be yourself when you can be a pirate? Now, back to the show.
Welcome back in this new world of having everything delivered to your home or office. Why wouldn't you start using Cellular Warehouse? For all of your cellular deliveries, Toby Williams and his team are in the business of delivering phones and tablets every day to customers, which enables you to take the hassle out of visiting a store. The best thing about this great service is that it's absolutely free. Call Toby Williams today at 252-799-7051 and let his team make your wireless experience fast and easy. Cellular Warehouse, your local U.S. Cellular authorized agent. And at Discount Mattress and Furniture, you'll find the best furniture at the best price. For over 20 years, Discount Mattress and Furniture has been the staple furniture store in Greenville. Transform your home with Discount Mattress and Furniture today. Go online to dmfstore.com now for all the great deals. Give the store a call at 413-0803 or stop by 1501 Evans Street in Greenville. As Discount Larry always says, we'll see you there. And as we head back into the show, clip, I just came across this on our social media page, and if I can get my music to stop here for just a second, I can play it for you. Garrett Riley addressed the rumors that he is a candidate for the ECU job. So I just wanted to play his response here.
Okay.
No, I mean, I was in a rabbit hole, so I was a couple minutes late here, doing some red zone and goal line. But no, I mean, I know chatter will happen at times, but man, I'm where my feet are.
All right.
So that's pretty much it.
He's right about that.
You sure that wasn't Lincoln Riley? Boy, they
He
sound
does
a lot
sound
like.
a lot like Lincoln.
Yeah. All right, Ken Watlington here inside the Pirate Radio Studios. Guys, we talked about this the other day a little bit. I want you to think about the most intimidating athletes, guys you would not like to go toe-to-toe with. And the other day, we rattled off some football names. James Harrison.
Brian Dawkins.
Yeah. Who'd you say, Jarrett?
Pretty much the whole entire Ravens defense.
Yeah.
Terrell Suggs, Ray Lewis, Ed Reed.
I got another one.
What?
J.J. Watt.
Okay.
He had the big, what looked like a bionicle arm.
Bionicle. Did he live in a pineapple under the seat?
He had like a knee brace on his arm.
Yeah. I was thinking about baseball, Ken. Randy Johnson.
Yeah, big fella. Big unit.
Roger Clemens.
Sure.
Yeah. Albert Bell.
Yeah. Joey Bell. He played for the Kinston Indians.
He got hit by a pitch and refused to go to first base and was like, no.
Miguel Cabrera, maybe back in the day before, he became, a lovable, bigger Miguel Cabrera, but big guy. Who's some other baseball guys?
I always found John Kruk intimidating.
Ah.
I mean, as a baseball player, not necessarily as a personality.
He almost seemed, and I don't remember him, I guess. I'm remembering more after playing, but he's such a good character and personality.
Yeah. But I'm talking about just as an intimidating, somebody that comes up to the plate and you're like, uh-oh, because Big Papi was the same way.
Papi, Mo Vaughn was intimidating at the plate.
Giancarlo Stanton.
Yeah, just the physique.
Yeah.
Larry Wayne Jones Jr.
I would say no, but his numbers prove that
only when he
be.
played the Mets.
Yeah. Anybody else come to mind?
I'm thinking.
Eric Thames.
Were we just talking about physically, or just that they're so good?
At first, I was talking physically. Now we're talking
Barry Bonds. Like, you go, I can't get this guy out. Tony Gwynn, probably for a lot of people back in the day. I'm not.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm talking. I'm talking about more physically.
It's like, this guy's gonna whoop me.
Bo Jackson.
Yeah. I mean, that's the dude that cracked a bat, split it in half with his thigh.
Kirby Puckett.
You remember him?
Oh, he was just stocky.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is a wild name to say, though, Chandler. Eric Thames.
He's just, he played with the Nationals. He was just, his arms are crazy.
Well, if we're going to go by physique, then you can always say Jose Canseco.
Yeah. When him and McGuire were just roiding up.
Oh, yeah.
Big time.
Might as well throw Sammy Sosa in there, too, for physique,
Nah,
purposes.
he was too.
He wasn't as big, but, I mean, he had his physique kind of beefed up a little bit.
Here's some good names. Jamie and Johnny say nobody tougher than Nolan Ryan. And he proved it when he...
Yeah.
Oh, heck yeah.
Scherzer.
Beat up. Yeah, Scherzer.
He would growl and, I don't know.
He's a nut job.
He had the double colored eyes.
I got the two. I interviewed him, way back in the day when I covered Detroit when he was playing for the Tigers, and I never knew that until you walk in the clubhouse, you stick a microphone in his face, like, whoa, he's got one green eye, one brown eye. What's going on?
We still watching these Washington losses, channel. Mike P said most intimidating athlete was Ron Artest. Yeah, he had the crazy factor going too.
Rasheed Wallace?
Nah.
Come on.
Dennis Rodman?
I was going to say Dennis Rodman.
I don't think
He's
Shea
just
was much of a
intimidating
fighter.
looking. Period.
He was a talker.
Yeah.
Then there's a lot of guys we don't know. You got the strong, silent types. I think back to Andre Johnson, who never spoke a word his entire 10 years in the NFL.
But beat the hell out of Cortland Finnegan.
had finally snapped. And that was one of my favorite highlights of all time. Yeah. In fact, I sent it to my Texans buddy. There was a video. I guess somebody made a figurine of Andre Johnson beating up Cortland Sutton, and he took it to some card show or something, and Andre Johnson was autographing it. That's a cool piece of memorabilia right there.
Cortland Finnegan.
Cortland Sutton. I say Cortland Sutton. What if Andre Johnson...
He can beat him up, too.
...came out of the stands and beat up Cortland Sutton?
I'd like to see that. Throw Bo Nix in there, too.
All right, so let's see. I said some football names. Dick Butkus, Ray Nitschke, Lawrence Taylor.
Brian Urlacher.
Refrigerator Perry.
Yeah.
The entire 70s, 80s Raiders.
Yeah, they were just like buttholes, right? Yeah. And really mean and tough.
Yeah, we're dirty. Why don't you do something about it?
John Riggins.
The Boz? I think the Boz until Bo Jackson ran into his soul.
You mean the dude from the Dr. Pepper commercials?
Yeah, that guy.
Yeah.
Ken, you're a pretty intimidating guy.
Oh, yeah.
What you got coming up Friday?
Friday night.
When does he leave?
Wow,
Can he get out of here?
Wow.
Touchdown Friday.
You scared? Say you're scared.
I'm scared.
Friday night, it's actually the regular season finale of Brian Bailey's Touchdown Friday. Got a couple of good games. Most of the conferences have been decided, but we got a good one in Duplin County, Wallace Rose Hill. James Keenan's our game of the week. Always good when those two county rivals get together. I'll be in Washington, Pam Pack hosting Aiden Grifton. Paul Cornwell's got the Chargers playing well, and if they win a conference championship. So we'll be on hand for our backyard brawl, Washington, Aiden Grifton.
Watching Duke Miami the other night, heard Terry Moore get some mentions.
He did. He's on defense
His
now.
job on defense.
Yep.
So that's always cool. All right, Ken. We'll check it out Friday night on Touchdown Friday, and we'll talk to you again soon.
All right. See y'all next week.
There is Ken Watlington. You got a pick for the World Series tonight?
Yankees get it done.
Oh, wow. All right. Let's go to L.A.
Oh, wait. Yeah, Garrett Cole's pitching. Yeah, Yankees get it done. Yep.
We'll take a break, come back. Mike Schwartz will join us along with a couple of Pirate players, C.J. Walker and R.J. Felton, as we'll talk Pirate Hoops. You got questions for Coach Schwartz, the guys, you can get those in on Facebook, YouTube, and X. Back with you, hour 2 after this.
Kamala backed Biden on everything. She was the deciding vote for his disastrous economic agenda. Kamala and Joe raised taxes on the middle class, and prices soared. Kamala was in charge of his open border policies, giving welfare to illegals while Americans struggle. And their weakness invited wars. Now Kamala wants to double down on failure. It's time to turn the page on Joe and Kamala's failed agenda. President Trump fights for you. His strength kept us safe. Trump cut taxes for families. Prices were lower and the border secure. Now, President Trump can do it again.
And we are going to launch a new golden age of American success for the citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed.
Remember, Kamala broke it. President Trump will fix it.
I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Donald J. Trump for President 2024, Inc.
Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
IMAX is here. With mind-blowing images and earth-shattering sound, come experience the first IMAX theater in Eastern North Carolina, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas in Greenville. Crystal clear IMAX laser projection and precision sound come together to provide the ultimate movie experience. And as always, Golden Ticket Cinemas has unlimited popcorn and the best selection of concessions around. Book your tickets at gtcinemas.com and come experience the best in cinematic quality. IMAX, only at Golden Ticket Cinemas.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
Pirate football is back, and the only way to dress for game day is to visit UBE or pirateware.com. UBE has all your game day apparel, such as polos, tees, hats, and jerseys. UBE also has all the merchandise to keep your tailgate undefeated. Pirate flags, decals, face tattoos, and more. And for your little pirates, visit our Crow's Nest with Pirate Nation's largest selection of youth apparel. UBE has special hours on Sunday after home games, open from noon till 5. And you can visit pirateware.com anytime. UBE, where every day is game day.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 at 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Auto World is under new ownership and is now part of the DriveHereNow.com network. DriveHereNow.com is run by local people who buy, service, detail, and sell everything directly to you. Greenville Auto World is now the 5th dealership to join DriveHereNow.com. Get car shopping today at DriveHereNow.com and choose a location near you. DriveHereNow.com, serving Eastern North Carolina for over 47 years and a proud supporter of the Pirates. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, back with you. Pirate Radio Live here on a Wednesday. Clip Rock in the Pirate Radio studios. Patrick Mason, Daily Reflector, will join us later on. We'll talk Pirate football. We'll talk about his Bears losing on a Hail Mary to my Commanders. Looking forward to that conversation. And Danny Beal, former ECU baseball pitcher, also will join us on the program. But right now, we'll talk some Pirate hoops with the head coach of the Pirates, Mike Schwartz, and East Carolina forward C.J. Walker, both here inside the Pirate Radio studios. Coach Schwartz, welcome back. Good to see you.
Great to see you, Clip. Glad to be back.
And C.J., nice to meet you, man. Thanks for coming in today.
Thanks for having me.
Appreciate it. We are about ready to go, less than a week away, Coach. So I don't know what's the feeling like as we're still here, 5 or so days out from getting underway? Is it excitement, nervousness? How would you describe what you got going on right now?
The best way to describe it is just ready. Just ready. And I think excitement is in that, and I'm sure anxious is in that. There's so many different emotions that come with a long off season, preseason, summer. And now we're a few days away from regular season, but there's definitely an eagerness and an excitement about it. And the guys are just ready because they've been competing against each other for quite a while now.
And talking to coaches, I know that like you go through the off season, you're like, all right, I'm glad we got 2 more weeks of practice. I'm glad we got more time. At this point, it sounds like you're ready to go. Like hey, we don't need another couple weeks. We're ready to take the floor.
Well, I think you made a great point, Clip. I think coaches always want practice time, and we're no different.
I know you do.
Because practice time is an area to sharpen, get better, introduce, review, correct, and teach. So you never want that to go away, but there's no doubt about it where our guys are, where where we are right now, we're ready to go compete against another jersey. And we've had a couple, secret type scrimmages and things like that, but it's not the same as getting out there on a road arena or in Minji's and doing it in front of fans. And our guys are just ready for that, for the natural next step to go compete, to have a great non-conference season.
CJ, I'm sure you're ready for the real games to get here. How about playing with the Pirates in these scrimmages, getting to know your teammates? Coach Schwartz said off the air you've come in and the guys have looked to you as a leader already. So how about playing with the guys on the court against a different jersey? How excited are you?
Yeah, like Coach said, we're really ready. We've been putting a lot of work this offseason, and just going out there with the possibility to do something that haven't been done before in a minute is one of the most exciting things for me. Just going out there with a chance to make something happen and to start fresh with a new group of guys, that's just a blessing, So,
CJ, what did you do to come in and gain the trust of Coach Schwartz kind of so early on that he looks at you as a guy that he wants around he wants you around the younger players, talking to these guys? What have you done to kind of come in and be that guy?
Well, first it started off with our talks that we've had before I came here, before I committed. We were on the same page with a lot of stuff, and bringing me in as that leader, like he's been pulling that voice out of me. And that's what we've been speaking about before I even committed here. So now the time has arrived to where I actually got to get that out of the guys and just making it all come together like we've been saying we would.
That's a good thing, Coach, right? Well, you need to pull the voice out of a guy rather than say, hey, you're talking too much. You like guys like CJ, and sounds like he's doing a good job with that.
Yeah, high energy, competitive, great amount of passion that he practices with every day. But again, when we talk about being a leader, one of the biggest things is care factor. And I truly believe this, and we've talked about RJ in here before, and obviously, we know RJ well from his time here, but CJ truly cares about the people around him. He has a real ability to make other people better, and it's because he shows them how much he cares about them, whether it's on the court, whether it's in the locker room. And to us here at EC, that's a huge part of leadership. And he and I talked about that before he got here, and when he got here, he put 2 feet in right away. And again, it's twofold. It's the returning guys embracing the new guys, and it's CJ stepping right in and putting 2 feet in into our culture, into what we do. But one of the biggest things about CJ and why I trust him is because he's extremely coachable. I mean, he is really a coachable player, whether you're getting on him, whether you're positive, whether you're criticizing, whatever it may be, he can handle it from his teammates and his coaches, but he really cares about this program and his teammates, and that makes you a leader in my eyes.
That's what the fans want to hear, and we know that if you buy a ticket to go see an ECU basketball game, RJ might not score 30 or grab 10 rebounds, but he's going to play his ass off for 40 minutes and sometimes longer than that. If you go to overtime, he'll go 44, whatever. But that's what Pirate fans want to see. It's nice to hear CJ has that buy-in. And, Coach, I know you want that buy-in from all your guys. And if you got your leaders doing it, I'm assuming other guys are going to want to do that.
That's absolutely right. And you know what? I've said this many times here that I love this team, believe in this team, love this team. That you love coaching them every day, and when you go home at night, you miss them, and you can't wait to get back in the gym with them or see them the next morning. But one of the reasons is not because every practice is perfect, not because every practice is pretty and the stats look right or we're making shots. Really, that's not the point. It's the way these guys practice. It's how competitive they are, the energy they have every single day since they've been on campus June 2nd, and that is what is really, that's what catches on. Like you said, that's what gets other guys to do it, and guys all start. It's like wildfire. It just spreads and it spreads, and CJ is just a huge piece of that, and we need him to be as a senior, but he stepped right in a new environment and taking on that role for us.
Coach, I want to run down some of the roster. Some guys we know, some we don't. I want to ask you about Cam Hayes, though. You get a full season from Cam here. How has his offseason gone? What did he individually work on to improve upon?
Well, he's worked on so many things physically, and one of the biggest things is playing more at that point guard spot consistently. Last year, we didn't know when he was going to play. when he finally got eligible. Obviously, we had a couple other point guards that were playing quite a bit because we had to. We were 10 games into the season. So Cam kind of had to find his niche on and off the ball. And then late season, when he was probably playing his best basketball, he was back on the on the ball as a point guard. And so he's still playing off the ball right now, but the biggest thing, Clip, for him is that he knows where his situation is. He knows he's playing from the beginning of the season. And I've said this so many times, it wasn't necessarily the physical that made it hard for him last year. It was the mental. Am I going to play? Am I not going to play? And that kind of mental stress is way more than trying to get your legs right in the middle of the season. So Cam's had a really good offseason, but again, he and Julian Samaro, both of them have played a lot of minutes at the point guard spot. We have a couple other guys that have had to take minutes in practices there, but those two guys will definitely shoulder the load, and I think it's good for both of them.
How about a couple other returners? And it's great to see these guys back for another year because we saw them grow as the season went along, especially Sear Malonga, but also Callum Richard. How about the two returning big men inside? And Sear, we saw kind of him just grow up throughout the season, get playing time, the rebounds he was pulling down. What was that, conference tournament, I think? I mean, just playing really key minutes for you. So how about those two guys moving forward?
Yeah, it was that SMU game at SMU when we had that tough loss in overtime when Sear had 10 points, 9 rebounds, and he probably played his most complete game of the season. He started down the stretch of the season and in the conference tournament. Cal played his longest stretch in the conference tournament also. The two things that those two guys have to bring, the biggest things that those two guys have to bring is physicality. The one area, and we talked about it in practice today, that between CJ, Cal, Sear, and Reed, Case, and the new freshman that we have here, they have to bring a rim protection and a physicality paint protection from that position. We have a lot of versatility, 1 through 4. CJ can play the 4, he can play the 5, he's done it all. But specifically to Cal and Sear, they have to bring real rim and paint protection with their size and their physicality.
CJ, how have you enjoyed kind of bumping around the big guys at practice? How's the big men looking for this team?
Yeah, like Coach said, definitely been physical. We all been in the weight room doing the same stuff. So we've been growing together in the weight room and just going out there playing against each other. Definitely playing against Sear is one of the toughest things to do because he's so tall, so athletic. And Cal, playing against him down there is very hard because, he got a nice touch around the rim. So, it's just been physical and excited to see what they're going to do during the season.
Yeah, and as a guy your size now, basketball, and this is nothing new, but it's continued to get further and further away from the basket. So you might be out on the perimeter guarding some guys too. How, as you've grown up, how have you seen the game kind of change and get further away from the basket like that?
I know that it's kind of tough with big men. Like it's not to say that they're like the league is trying to like. All right, yeah, actually, question.
Either way,
I might help him out with that clip because as far as a big guy, one of the things that CJ does so well is his versatility. You know how a lot you and I have spoken about how RJ, we post him a lot.
Yeah,
RJ's a 6'3" guard that we post in like he's a 6'8", 6'9" post player at times. Well, CJ has been really strong in the paint, but his versatility he gives us to guard on the perimeter.
Right.
He's switching out guarding Cam Hayes, Julian, Jordan Riley, RJ Felton all day in practice. He's switching out there on the perimeter. He's playing on the perimeter as someone that shoots the ball from behind the arc. He's got great touch from behind the arc. He knows that that's within our offensive system. He pushes the ball in transition, but he also knows his number one responsibility for us to be good is to go control that paint, control the elbows, and rebound the basketball and be dominant in that area. And he's accepted all of that, and that's why we're so excited about his versatility.
Yeah, so I was speaking more on defense, but CJ, you can step out yourself and shoot it if need be, if your number is called. And Coach, we've talked a lot about that. You yourself have said you got to get more outside shooting. So how has that part of it gone this offseason for you guys?
Yeah, what I think we added this off season and what I think this team and this style of play is, I'm not sure we've added one guy in particular that you just say that's what he is. He's a one-trick pony. He's a shooter. That's what he does. He's a specialist. I'm not sure we went out and did that. But here's what I do believe that we really have added is multiple guys that are all comfortable playing behind the arc. And that could be at the point, the 2, the 3, the 4, and the 5 when CJ's at that spot. And when I think about that, Jan Farrell playing a lot of 4 for us, can shoot the ball from behind the arc. Travion LeBeau playing a lot of 4 for us, can shoot the ball behind the arc. CJ Walker playing the 4 and the 5, can shoot the ball from behind the arc. And then you go to the perimeter, Julian Samaro, Cam Hayes, RJ Felton, and a name that Pirate fans will get very familiar with, Jay Shane Woodard, can shoot the ball from behind the arc. So right now when I look at that across the board, again, I think they're versatile players, but all of them, 1 through 8, 1 through 9, are comfortable playing behind the arc and shooting the basketball, and that's exciting.
Yeah, there's a lot of mystery on the outside, not from you because you're in it every day, but who are these new guys? And I'm hearing a lot about Jay Shane Woodard, 6'7", but point guard. Like what is his role on this team right now?
He's definitely a guard. He's played some point this preseason. He's playing mostly at the 2 and the 3 spot right now. But again, we talk about style of play in here. At any given point, we have guys that we want to be able to rebound the basketball and push off the glass and lead our break. CJ being one of them, but a guy like Jay Shane that has a point guard's mind, thinks like a point guard, likes to pass the basketball, can play off of ball screens, but where he's most dynamic, again, when we talk about being a point guard, is his ability to rebound and push the ball and lead the break. We don't have to have Jay Shane get the rebound and find Julian Samaro or Cam Hayes. He can push the ball, and Cam and Julian can get out and run. And that's a big deal when you talk about the initiation of your break. And I know CJ could talk to you about it, what a great rebounder Jay Shane is. So those two things go hand in hand.
Couple of questions for CJ on YouTube. First of all, what does the team do together for fun when not on the court?
Well, when the summer was out, we was grilling like every weekend. We was grilling at the pool. But now everybody's on Call of Duty. Everybody but me, though. I'm the only one that's not on it. But I'm supposed to get back on it, but...
Coach, that's probably good for communication. Yeah, you can probably gain something out of that.
My kids would probably be excited if I was at home with the headset on and I was playing and talking to them. I know my daughters would love it.
They on me every day about it because I'm the only one that's not on the game. So, but I just never been a gamer for real. But I got a game in my house. I just don't be playing it. But I'm definitely thinking about hopping on it though.
All right. If you get on college football, let me know. We'll run one. Also, what made CJ want to come play for Coach Schwartz in East Carolina? What really sold you on ECU and this team?
Just when we went over on my visit and on the phone, just being on the same page with a lot of stuff. I feel like it was time for me to take that leadership step in my career and just go away from Florida to do that, of course.
I like that you said, do something that hasn't been done here. I like to hear that from guys because
a lot of programs have that. They got that pressure on them. Not pressure, but pressure. Even you going part of a winning program, it's like, oh, we got to do what they did last year.
Right.
We got to do what. But just to have a group of guys that can do it, and now it's time for us to just make it happen, is really exciting.
Yeah, I mean, you could be part of history here, CJ, if things go right. So that is exciting. Coach Noah asking, is it the fact that we don't know much about this team by design? It seems like it's been silence for the most part. I don't know. Again, there's like a lot of mystery because there's new faces, but are you trying to keep things close to the vest, or has it just worked out that way?
No, honestly, it's just the way the landscape of college athletics is.
Sure.
So you're talking about 9 new players overall, 7 returners, 9 new players. That's number one. So that in itself is going to cause a little bit of mystery, obviously. Number 2 is that, and I think this is changing, and I'll say this on air right now, I'm hopeful next year we have exhibition games out in front of fans and in front of Pirate Nation, and we're playing, and maybe the game's being streamed or whatnot. We took to play 2 games in the Bahamas this summer, but those aren't games that are streamed. We played 2 over there. So when you look at that, and if we came out and we had played 1 or 2 exhibition games in the month of October, I think there would be a little bit more of a known commodity to it. The bottom line is college athletics is still in a position where you do these secret scrimmages. You're not really publicizing practice. In fact, just until this year, you couldn't do any publicity of practice in terms of an open practice. Now they've just changed that this year. Okay. So I think think that would change over time, but I think it's just coincidental, honestly, Clip, that we have new players and the climate is the way it is in the preseason. But very soon, Monday, November 4th, I would say anybody that has any mystery or thoughts of what this team is, come on out Monday night and see this group.
Yeah.
And you know what? And then the next Saturday, you want to come back again when we play Coastal Carolina.
CJ, don't answer this. I'll see if Coach can have you comment on it. William says, I heard CJ was on fire against Richmond during the scrimmage. Should we just move on from that? Maybe he'll be on fire Monday night.
Who did you say said it?
That was William on the YouTube. Yeah, one of our listeners.
Were you in the gym, William? That's what I'll tell you on that.
Okay, all right, fair enough. Coach Schwartz, one for you. What is Coach looking to improve most this season from last season? Anything stand out?
Defensive rebounding. And you know what? We're in here right now at 4:19. I'm looking at that clock, and when we get in the gym tomorrow at 8:30 in the morning, the first thing that we're going to do is we're going to fix some things from rebounding today in practice. So,
how's that sound, CJ?
Put that bubble up there. You know what the bubble is. You know what the bubble. They put a bubble in there so that the ball don't go in the basket.
All right.
Every time somebody shoots, you got to get a rebound. So I don't really look forward to that part. But I look forward in terms of getting better, so I can do it. But 8:30 in the morning, I'm trying to go get a bucket. You know what I'm saying? Can't get a bucket.
We don't, as coaches, we don't design often to create misses on purpose.
Right.
That bubble does it for us. There'll be 2 bubbles on the basket at 8:30 tomorrow morning.
All right.
Because we know we got to be a better defensive rebounding team. And in the end of the day, again, that's a collective deal. We know that there's a real emphasis on defense in terms of what we want to do. And a lot comes with that. But you can be as good a defensive team as you want. You can execute all the schemes you want. You can have the versatility you want and have success doing it. But if you can't hold a team to one shot and you continue to give them extra possessions, and we got better from year 1 to year 2, but that's a championship stat that if we want to be at the top of this conference, we got to be a really strong defensive rebounding team, and we're not there yet, where we want to be.
CJ, you seem like you don't shy away from work and practice and things like that. Is that because you're a grad student now, you've been around the block, or have you always enjoyed working out and practice and stuff? Did you have to grow into that, or did you always have it?
No, I've always had that grit to me. To work. I know what to do and what not to do, and being a basketball player, you're not going to play good if you don't work out. And then I was going through a lot of injury my collegiate career. And just so now I have the opportunity, like my legs are good, my knees are right. I have the opportunity to work out every day and do what I'm supposed to do. And it's exciting for me to be able to do that, like, healthy. So I never take any days for granted. And like you said, I never shy away from no work.
That's great. Coach, you mentioned injuries. How are we doing health-wise heading into the year? Anybody banged up?
Clip, you're not supposed to ask that question.
Next question.
No, you know what? It's been a good, hard preseason. We know this time of year, the way we practice and compete, there's your normal.
Right.
There's no such thing as being 100%. There's no such thing. And you know what? Probably for you and I, too, Clip. Forget just players. There's no such thing as that.
Right.
So, but this team competes, and you got to train your body to a certain point where when you get banged up and you get hit in the face, you get whatever it may be, you quickly respond. And I'll tell you, CJ does it all the time. CJ's into, he does some boxing training. He does some training like that. So, but that's part of the buildup of going from preseason, off-season, to in-season, to mid-conference play, to hopefully postseason play. That is part of the game.
Yeah.
And how you deal with it is what it is. But I think we got a tough, gritty group of guys that understand it's not about feeling perfect. You know what? Because that's not reality.
I like that. I like the attitude there. Talking to CJ Walker and Coach Schwartz here inside the Pirate Radio studios. We'll go a couple more minutes with the guys if you got questions. Any rule changes, anything? Have refs told you, hey, we're going to look at this more, or anything like that going on?
This is NCAA does it like this, and the referee, NABC, this is a non-rule change year.
Okay.
So there is no changes that can be implemented this year. There was some stuff that happened in the NIT last year, some different things they did to experiment, Then this year it's the same, and then next year you might see a couple rule changes, but nothing new this year.
All right, Coach, how do you like the way the schedule sets up? Got some very winnable games here on the schedule early, and some challenge. I love the series with South Carolina. I love the games with UNCW and teams like that. So what do you think overall about the schedule?
Well, you know what? I've always said this, that we're going to put together a really challenging non-conference schedule to prepare us for American Conference play, which doesn't start till December 31st at USF. But when we talk about our opener on the 4th, Wesleyan coming in, North Carolina Wesleyan. You got Coastal Carolina coming in after that. Then a week later, George Mason comes in, a really good Atlantic 10 team. Yeah. We have a series that is beginning a 6-year series with Wilmington. So when Wilmington comes here, this is the front end of a 6-year series where we'll go home and home, home and home, home and home. So we'll continue that series. South Carolina, obviously, this is the rubber match with South Carolina. The first game was in Greenville, South Carolina. We won that game 2 years ago. Last year we lost in the gut-wrenching loss in Minges, and now we're to Columbia to play. So, again, and we have some obviously games in December, but we stay focused on Monday, November 4th, but love how this non-conference schedule has a chance to play out in terms of getting us ready for conference play in high-level non-conference games.
CJ, did you play in Minges ever, your time at UCF?
Yeah, too many times. I played there like 4 times.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so you've got some experience in there.
Probably more than that. Let's see. Sophomore year, I played there twice. Junior year, twice. And then,
well, you played against ECU, but you came here.
6. I played here 6 times.
Yeah, so you played against ECU 6 times.
But here.
Oh, 3. Oh, yeah. Matter of fact, yeah. It just feels like I've been here a lot.
Well, so maybe it was that practice this morning.
Well, they'll be cheering for you instead of against you this time, so that'll be good. Any story with the hair, or is that just how you're feeling today?
I feel like when I cut my locks off, I was just too like everybody else.
You want to do something different?
Yeah, just do something different.
That
was actually the longest I went without dyeing my hair when I came here.
Okay.
And now I'm back on my dyeing.
You gonna change it during the season, or just kind of?
I'm about to go change it after we leave here.
All right, good. So, what color will be Monday night? You got to show up to Minges to find out.
I'm gonna do purple.
Well, they just told us.
So,
All right, purple time. Good deal, Coach. You watching your Dodgers here? What you think?
Yeah, I was really feeling good last night. 3-0.
Ready?
We have 3 guys on this team from New York, and CJ is actually born in New York. So it would be 4 guys that were born in New York, and 3 of them were raised there. See, what'd you leave when you were 11?
Yep. And Jan went to New York too.
And Jan lived in New York. So there's been some trash talking going on, but it seems like last night the bats of the Yankees woke up a little bit, and you got to expect that clip. But Freddie Freeman's been pretty good.
He's been awesome.
The Dodgers one away from hanging another one.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, good luck to you, to your boy CJ. Great to meet you, man. We had people in the chat. Jamie said CJ's now my favorite player. Love his attitude.
Yes, sir, Jamie.
He said it's nice to see and hear guys in this setting. Gets the fans more into the team. So, Coach, appreciate you coming by, bringing CJ, and we'll keep in touch throughout the season, and we'll certainly see you Monday night out at Minges.
Thanks, Clip. Appreciate it. Thanks,
guys. All right, we'll take a break. Come back when we return. Mase, Patrick Mason, Daily Reflector joins us. We'll talk a little Pirate hoops, Pirate football, NFL as well. More to go when we return after this.
Kamala backed Biden on everything. She was the deciding vote for his disastrous economic agenda. Kamala and Joe raised taxes on the middle class, and prices soared. Kamala was in charge of his open border policies, giving welfare to illegals while Americans struggle. And their weakness invited wars. Now Kamala wants to double down on failure. It's time to turn the page on Joe and Kamala's failed agenda. President Trump fights for you. His strength kept us safe. Trump cut taxes for families. Prices were lower and the border secure. Now, President Trump can do it again.
And we are going to launch a new golden age of American success for the citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed.
Remember, Kamala broke it. President Trump will fix it.
I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Donald J. Trump for President 2024 Inc.
This is Trey Hayes with Advanced Moving and Storage. Advanced Moving and Storage is here to help you have the best move ever. Advanced Moving and Storage is dedicated to making sure you get everything you need on your next next move, no matter how large or small, whether you're local, in-state, or out-of-state. Our courteous and experienced personnel is ready to help. Call Advanced Moving and Storage today at 252-321-3200. If you want to remove stress from your next move, use the moving company the Pirates use, Advanced Moving and Storage.
Pirate Water Wicked Tea is here. Set sail for the next Pirate Water adventure. Barstool's best drink is back with delicious Wicked Tea. A strong, smooth, uncarbonated brew flavor with hints of lemon. It's the toughest tea to take on the high seas. Go to drinkpiratewater.com to find the new Pirate Water Wicked Tea in a location near you.
We're going Pregame! 21 and older, please drink responsibly.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new fall weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
The arrival of fall also means the arrival of new clothing at Russell's. Hey, it's Rhonda, and we're gearing up for a new season. New color, new texture, new styles, and even a few new lines. Whether it's game day, school day, church day, or wedding day, we have you covered. It's all the quality clothing lines you've come to love and enjoy at prices you can afford. We're open 10 to 5, Monday through Saturday, for your convenience. Alterations are provided and handled in-house. A clothing store to meet your every need. Russell's Clothing in historic downtown Washington.
Need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy. Get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com.
Worth Chiropractic and his team are offering a new patient special only at the new location. Come see them at this fantastic facility. A visit to our new location gets you a free consult, complete exam, digital x-rays, and more for only $29. Our amazing new patient $29 deal is only available at the new location, Worth Chiropractic West, 2100 West Arlington Boulevard, offering the same safe, no surgery, drug-free treatment, convenient, comfortable, and cost-effective.
Pirate Radio.
It's awesome. Listen to it all the time. It's the best on the radio.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Greenville Utilities Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their utility costs, and you can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation, and GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Thank you, Shirley. Jared Watkins here. Chandler here. What you doing, Chandler?
In the house.
Just scrolling through.
Oh, Book of Face.
Oh, man. See anything good up there?
Oh, do I? This is a memory from 4 years ago today. And it's a picture of me behind Shirley Rhodes with her yammers out.
Whoa, feet on the table.
Shirley, did you see this today on the memories?
Do you have a friend named Asshat?
Yes.
Yes, it popped up in my Facebook memories too.
Yes, so that was 4 years ago, Shirley.
I didn't realize it was 4 years ago, but yeah.
You're wearing the Skip Holtz hat?
Oh, yeah. But, yeah, that's what I saw.
Tell me about this Asshat guy. It's an old buddy?
It's an old buddy of mine, old high school buddy.
All right, Asshat.
That's what everybody calls him.
Well, you can respond to his text if you need to.
Nah.
Joining us at the table, head of the table, Patrick Mason, Daily Reflector. P. Mace, how are you, sir?
Doing pretty good. I think I'm finally maybe recovering from Sunday, but
surely
not quite.
We are going to need the Spanish call of the Hail Mary for Patrick Mason.
Aguanta Daniels, no tiene con quién. Ahora sí Daniels a lanzar a lo profundo del terreno de juego. Ahí está la recepción. Touchdown. Touchdown de Washington. Touchdown. Está adentro. Touchdown. Commanders. El Ave María funcionó. Apareció el 85. Tras un rebote, Noah Brown se convierte en el héroe de todo Washington DC. ¡Enorme! ¡Grande Commanders! Buen trabajo ahí por parte de Jaden Daniels, aguantar todo el tiempo. Era un Ave María. El pase llega y es atrapado por Noah Brown. Na, 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 na. Na, 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 na. Hey, hey, goodbye. Buenas noches, Chicago.
How come they do that part in English? Is there not Spanish words for?
Well, that song's in English.
I guess.
But the Buenas noches, Chicago
Buenas noches, Chicago.
will forever be in my vocabulary from
Wow.
here on out.
Wow.
When Chicago loses the game in any sport.
Yeah, that's sad again.
Were you watching it live?
Yes. It was really upsetting. And what made it worse, I mean, it's been going on all week in Chicago media, is Tyreek Stevenson dancing around, not even watching the play.
Brutal,
And,
man.
I mean, it's just an awful way to lose a game.
Yeah.
Just absolutely brutal.
I guess so. He made the good play on Zach Ertz, where he dislodged the football, and I think he made. He's a pretty good player, right?
Yeah, he's definitely really good. I mean, he also got burned for that 61-yard McLaurin.
Terry
catch.
smoked him, and then there was a play where he puts his finger in the helmet of a lineman.
Yeah,
and they cut to Terry McLaurin, and Terry McLaurin is yelling at Stevenson, "You ain't bleep, you ain't bleep." And so I guess he likes to rile guys up.
Yeah,
but I mean, talk bleep, get hit. I guess he deserved that happening to him.
He absolutely did. I mean, he is a talented cornerback, but I mean, everyone's calling him for him to be benched. Just you got to send a message or do something. But then you run into the issue of you're losing one of your top guys. But yeah, that was just absolutely heart wrenching.
I'm not putting the game on him.
No,
I'm putting the game on your stupid named head coach.
Yes, Matt Eberflus. How about that offensive lineman?
You know what?
That was probably the dumbest play of the year.
That's credit to you.
Yeah, I agree. That's brutal.
Credit to you for actually mentioning that, because I feel like Bears fans want that to be overshadowed, and I think we were not going to let that pass.
Right.
That
agree.
was absolutely stupid.
It was terrible.
Oh, disaster! Oh, my goodness!
And you're trying to take the lead there.
I know.
You're
right.
down.
You're not up by 30 points and you want to try something new. You just say, hey, let's give it to our backup offensive lineman.
But who makes that decision, Eberflus or Waldron? Because I know Eberflus is probably signing off on it, but what kind of idea is that in the first place?
Right. Yeah, I mean, Waldron, I don't know what he was doing in the bye week, but I mean, it's just brutal all around.
I think Roshan Johnson's a pretty good running back, but definitely he's your goal line, short yardage guy, right? You've got Swift and Johnson, and you give the ball to that guy.
And just have Kramer be a lead blocker on that play. Don't give him the ball.
Or somebody like push the quarterback.
Yeah, like something else besides giving this man the ball, whose entire job is don't touch the ball.
Going into the game, I said I think the Bears are a little fraudulent, and I don't think they're frauds, because I think their defense is pretty damn good.
Yeah,
like they and Washington moved the ball, but if all you're doing is kicking field goals, it don't matter. You stay in the game. That's exactly what happened. And I think they have good offensive players. Caleb, I don't think I can give our crowd credit for rattling him, but he looked shaky. He especially early. He missed a bunch of throws. They had a ton of penalties too. I think they've got some pieces there, but so I'm not going to say they're frauds. They've got something there, but I don't feel great about them making a long run this year.
Yeah, I mean, I like what Caleb did in the fourth quarter.
Yeah.
I mean, kind of coming back. But, yeah, those first 3 quarters were terrible, especially coming off a bye. But I think that's kind of been Caleb's issue this year is just, like, accuracy. I mean, he's good throwing on the run a little bit, but he overthrows a lot of guys, and he's just kind of, like, too amped up. But I think he really understands, what's going on. I think it's just kind of that physical piece has to match up with it.
I heard some Bears fans say too amped up, possibly, because he just looked shaky, like he looked, I don't know, erratic.
Mm-hmm. But I think he really has a good grasp of what's going on. Like if you watch some of those sideline videos, like he's yelling at the team and Eberflus to bring the corners up on one of those last few plays.
Saw that.
I mean, he kind of has a good awareness about him. So I mean, I like, obviously I love him as the quarterback, but that game was just brutal.
And I guess sometimes when quarterbacks don't have to think and just react, kind of like when Jaden Daniels did against the Bengals on that last play, the bomb to McLaurin for a touchdown, that throw he made getting harassed to DJ Moore near the goal line was all. I just dropped it in the perfect spot.
Yep,
like nothing you could do about it. And that one he didn't think. He just kind of
just react and play some football. I mean, both those guys are. You can see why they went 1-2. I mean, they're pretty fun.
What'd you think of Jaden?
I've really enjoyed him from afar and kind of seeing him up close. I mean, he's just so like. He's one of those guys you just can't get a hand on. You can't get him down. He's always just going to wiggle free and make a play. And, I really like him.
Yeah, it reminded me of week 1 where not a lot was working offensively. Although, again, he was connecting with Ertz. He hit Terry on a big one in a few plays. But, like, there was a lot of times the play broke down Sunday, and he would just squirt out for 12 yards.
Yep.
And just that part is so exciting, knowing that if option A and B isn't there, option C usually works.
Yeah, and that's something you see like in college football all the time. You're watching, and you're like, oh, the defense, we had him. But like that doesn't happen too much in the NFL. And Jaden Daniels does that every week.
All right, Commanders and G-Men this week. Who the Bears got?
Arizona. So I think that the Bears' schedule gets a little bit tougher.
I have no clue who to pick in that game.
I'm not even sure.
I might not pick that game. I might pick a tie in that game. I can't pick Cardinals games. They're my new kryptonite. I don't know them one way or the other.
Yeah, it's in Arizona. Bears are a 1-point dog.
I was going to say. The Bears are in that situation where you can't let that, like last week's loss, just kind of torpedo your season. You got to just bounce back and throw it behind you, but it's tough.
And there'll probably be a lot of Bears fans in that building. They travel well, like they did on Sunday.
And they got a lot of transplants out in Arizona, too.
Raiders are at the Bengals. Panthers got the Aints. Saints -7.5?
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know about that.
Chandler.
We stink.
Yeah, I know.
Did you hear Sean Payton say just straight up, like, that was not a good offense we played?
Did you see Sean Payton doing fake field goals up 3 touchdowns?
Yeah, he's an interesting guy, but at least he just says it. I like that. It's refreshing.
He's
not wrong.
He's an honest jerk.
Yeah, a lot of coaches be like, oh, yeah, they're working through stuff, or we played a good game. He's like, no, that was a bad
Sean
offense.
Payton say something about the previous head coach when he took the job?
Yeah, Denver. He said, what was the guy, Hackett?
Oh,
yeah, he's like, that guy didn't know what he was doing. I had to come clean.
Again, jerk, but honest.
Right.
And
which
kind of right.
Oh,
yeah.
100%
which I respect.
Right. 100% right.
But he says the quiet parts out loud for sure.
Yeah. Where's Hackett now?
New York.
Hackett somewhere.
I don't think he can hack it.
Hey.
I don't think the guy can hack it. Let's take a break. When we return, we'll talk some Pirate football. What did Patrick think about the offensive explosion at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium on Saturday? Also, our last chat with Patrick until the Pirates tip it off. So see if you got any basketball thoughts as well. More to go. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Back with you after this.
If you're in the market for a swimming pool and you're located from the capital to the coast, Elite Pools can make it happen for you. They are the Carolina's premier fiberglass and concrete pool builder and renovation contractor. Every pool is built with the highest quality products and on schedule. Visit the Elite Pool showroom located across from Agri Supply in Greenville with fiberglass pools on site and a design center to simplify all of your pool selections. They also have a full service department with pool supplies and they provide expert water analysis. Call Elite Pools today at 689-6557 or visit elitepool.com. ElitePoolsNC.com. For pools, think Elite Pools.
The Honda CRF Red Hot Sales Event is going on now. That's right, Honda is celebrating its 2024 450 Supercross and Super Motocross Championships with deals as hot as the tracks they dominated. Get up to $1,000 in bonus bucks, a free Matrix swag kit, and low APR financing on 2024 and prior CRF competition models. Visit Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville, for a red-hot deal on race-winning Honda CRF today. For your safety, read the owner's manual and wear a helmet and eye protection. Honda motorcycles are for riders 16 years and older.
Some days you hit snooze, but not today. Today you have to go on a run to get burgers for the tailgate. You've got to haul something heavy, a cooler stocked with Bud Light. When you've got beer and football, nothing is hard. Until the other team scores. Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Enjoy responsibly. 21 plus. Copyright 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Let me show you what goes on behind the scenes when making a Shaq-a-Roni. We created Shaq-a-Roni my way, an extra large pizza topped with extra cheese and extra pepperoni. It's a simple recipe. We take everything you love, then we build it bigger. Pizza gets bigger when you Shaq-a-Roni.
Hey, Pirate fans, Papa John's is the MVP move for game day or any day. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, better ingredients, better pizza. Go Pirates.
What's up, Pirate Nation? Kyle Gaines here from Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. Let me tell you what's going on this month, October, at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram. We have up to $10,000 off our Ram 2500s. Yes, that's right, up to $10,000 off our Ram 2500s. Also with that, we also have 3.9% financing for 72 months on our Jeep Wagoneers and have an amazing selection. So come check us out at Washington Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.com. Drive a little, save a lot. Go Pirates.
This is Holt Nailers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to AnsonBelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30 plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. AnsonBelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holt Nailers Show.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Attention Wings Over lovers. There's a new flavor that is sure to put you in a trance. Introducing the all-new Cajun Voodoo flavor. Try this blend of spices that collide in an explosion of flavor, combining cayenne, sugar, and a hint of magic today. Every bite leaves you craving more, as if entranced by some voodoo spell. And don't forget, Wings Over is open for lunch every day and is open until 3 a.m. on Fridays and Saturdays. So try the new Cajun Voodoo today. Give them a call at 758-9464. Wings Over Greenville, they deliver.
Pirate Radio, serving the great community of Greenville and beyond with the best content on air and on digital. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. They're open every day and have 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. And Saturdays are for Pirate Traditions in Beer. This season, Bud Light has a new limited edition purple and gold ECU bottle on sale now. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Bud Light, easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Please drink responsibly. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, Pirates off this week. Got FAU coming to town next Thursday night. Be a little Thursday night football here at Dowdy Ficklin Stadium, Patrick.
Ooh.
Do you like that?
Yeah, I do kind of like it. It's something different. National TV.
Your first Thursday night game covering?
I think no, they had one last year, didn't they?
We had SMU.
Yeah,
last
SMU.
year.
So yep, I was there for that.
What did you make of the performance on Saturday?
Yeah, I mean, what kind of stuck out to me, I don't even know if this counts, but it looks like they just kind of played like they didn't care. They were just like free. I mean, I thought they just kind of let it loose. They threw the ball deep. They just kind of had some fun again. And I don't know if that really matters or what happened, but that's just what it looked like to me.
Yeah, and it turned into 50.
Yeah, 56 points. That's incredible.
So you hope they can continue to play this way. How much had to do with the opponent?
I think a lot, for sure. I mean, we saw the best running game by ECU. I think, they just ran all over Temple. But, I mean, Caden Hauser, that deep ball, I mean, he was really slinging it. I thought that was a lot of fun. And you get to see how both sides complement each other. We hear it all year, right? We've got to get the run game going, open things up. And you finally do, and sure enough, things open up.
Yeah. I don't know. Where do you stand on Blake Harrell potentially earning a look at head coach? What has to happen?
I think that's kind of a long shot. I mean, maybe if you win out, I know that's kind of crazy, but if you win out, I think you certainly have to look at him. Maybe if you go, what do you got, 4 games left, go 3-1, something like that. And I don't know. I think he's a pretty talented defensive coordinator, and I think he's just kind of stepping into this role and kind of figuring it out on the fly. I think a lot of this week he talked, especially in the post game, was talking about the week leading up to it was harder than the actual game. He's kind of get everyone sorted out instead of just half the team. He's got to get everyone figured out. So, but I really liked he just brought some energy, some fun energy with him. I mean, he was having a good time. The players seemed to have a good time, and I think that really showed on the field.
And we didn't get any media availability. I would like to ask, John David Baker about being on the sidelines as compared to the box and just the whole game operation standpoint. I'll save some of those questions for next Wednesday when we talk to Coach Baker. But we saw some changes, and look, for 1 week anyway, it worked.
Yeah, it worked 1 week. And yeah, that's the thing. I guess you just kind of keep rolling with it, right? Maybe they got to stay on the sidelines. Because when you're up there, I forget who was talking about it. Maybe it was Baker was saying kind of like you're playing a video game when you're up in the box. But when you're down on the field, you can talk to guys and say, hey, face to face, you can talk to them and say, run this differently or watch out for this, versus like relaying it through who knows how many different people.
Yeah, and that was good for Hauser too, making his second start and being able to talk about what he's seeing out there. So great performance all around for the Pirates. They will, I mean, look, it's still funny that they fired the coach, and at that point you're saying, all right, this is over. Like, wait till next year. But, there's still so much to play for this year.
Yeah, you still got that bowl game out there. I mean, you could still have a good record. Like I said, if you just win some of these games on the schedule, you can end up with a good record. And that's the thing. I don't know if Mike Houston's still around, they probably still win this game. Maybe they do.
Yeah, I think so.
But, it just looked and felt different. I think everybody needed that. Media people, the team. I mean, that post game was really fun. And we haven't had one of those, all year. Probably since, the Norfolk State game.
Yeah.
When everyone was actually happy.
And so what are you doing this Saturday, Patrick?
I don't know. I'm going to do any and everything. Probably just watch some ball, hang out on the couch.
Make some soup?
Yeah, I have that on the plan. I'm not sure what kind.
Has it turned cold enough for soup yet?
I know. Was it 80 degrees this week? I thought we were getting into the 60s and 70s.
It gets cold. It's cold in the morning, and then at night it'll get cold. But during the day, I'm like, man, I got to take my sweatshirt off or something,
Oh, yeah, you're sweating out there. But yeah, I think it's soup weather for sure. I mean, any weather, soup weather.
Big Ten guy, who do you like, Ohio State or Penn State?
I still like Ohio State. There's something about Penn State, as always, they're decent, but they can't get that final, they can't get over that hump. And I think that continues.
They are in a spot, say they lose, they would still be top 10, right?
Yeah, I think so too.
And then they got Washington, Purdue, Minnesota, Maryland.
Probably all winnable.
So they are in a great... They're in a great playoff spot. What is Indiana going to do the rest of the way? Can they keep this up? Ohio State needs to win because this would give them 2 losses. Yeah. Oregon is undefeated. So it is, Oregon and Indiana. Oregon will probably run the table looking at their schedule. Let me look at it one more time, but I believe it's very favorable. At Michigan, they got Maryland at home, at Wisconsin, Washington.
Yeah, that's winnable.
Looks like they will probably run the table, and then it's a matter of is it undefeated Indiana, one loss Indiana, one loss Penn State, one loss Ohio State?
It's definitely pretty crowded up there. I mean, there's a lot of, like you said, with Ohio State, they can't lose another one. They can't afford that, especially with the other teams with their records. So, and Indiana, like, what's your make of Indiana? I don't know.
I said yesterday that they are they're a really good football team. They score a lot of points. They're fun, but I still got to see the Ohio State game before I make any determinations.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna say Vanderbilt is a really good football team. It took me a while to say it. I'll say it after Saturday's narrow defeat to Texas. I had Texas minus the points. Like, I was like, this can't be real, but it's real. Like, they are tough. They are a good football team.
Yeah, it's fun when some random team like that shows up and just is good. It's kind of fun.
For Indiana, I want to see it against Ohio State before I make a statement. But, man, good for them. Good for Jamie.
It's a fun story.
And the Indiana guys. Jamie says, would you guys be box guys or on the field guys?
I think I'd be an on the field guy.
Yeah, I want to talk to my players to their face.
I just think you can, like when I used to cover high school football games, like when you're on that sideline, you can just you feel the hits and you can just see like the intensity and the speed. I think when you're up, even like in the press box, you just feel so disconnected from the
detached,
game.
Yeah.
I would be one of those coaches that jump up and down and like yell, and I have to have a get back guy.
Yeah, and if someone does something good, you can get in their face and dap them up, and like I feel like that means a lot versus just like you're just some eye in the sky. So,
a box guy.
Boxing.
Why are you a box guy?
Well, I mean, I sat in the press box against UTSA, and I liked it.
You liked seeing it happen
What's
on the
that
field?
view like?
Pretty nice.
Yeah, it's like you're on top of the world.
It felt like I was in an airplane. I was that high up.
Yeah, some of it is. I mean, you can see everything unfolding. It's kind of nice. You can see it for receivers, like, ooh, he's got these guys beat, or the safety's not running over yet. Throw it there. I mean, that is kind of fun. I see the advantages from an OC and from that standpoint.
Like Pink Floyd said in Us and Them, the general sat as the lines on the map move from side to side.
Hey.
You're almost like the puppet master. You're your chess pieces. You're moving them around.
Geppetto.
You're like the Wizard of Oz.
The man behind the curtain. Patrick, you watching the World Series?
Oh yeah, a ton. It's been pretty fun. Those Yankees dudes ripping the ball out of Mookie's glove, that like made me angry. I'm like, who is like, what kind of audacity do you have to grab someone like that? Like that, I was like, what in the world?
And the little smirk on his face while he was doing it too.
Yeah,
we get Danny Bill's take on it right now. We have been 100%. They absolutely should be banned from.
I agree.
the
They
World
should
Series.
not step foot in another MLB stadium.
So you're going lifetime.
Yeah, I think that's absolutely insane to do. It's one thing to try to catch the ball, but to grab his wrist and pull the ball.
Yeah.
Like don't
Could've
touch
hurt
him.
him.
He could have hurt him.
Yeah, don't touch him.
Banned from all stadiums for life?
MLB stadiums, yes.
Jeez.
Yeah, if you can't control yourself, if you can't behave, like, you're out, man. You're a grown-ass adult. Get out of there.
Yeah, I thought I saw that, like, who knows what's real or not, but he made a comment to somebody that, like, if the ball's over there, we're playing defense. Like he's acting like he's part of the game.
Right.
And if that is his mindset, then, yes, he needs to be banned for life. He is not in the game.
Yes.
He's not good enough to play on the field.
He is mentally unstable to be in
Right.
stadium.
That's
you
what
are
it is.
good enough to be a fan of your team.
And if Steve Bartman's life can get ruined because he tried to catch an actual foul ball and he didn't grab Moises Alou's arm, like I'm going way back to the Cubs.
Well, Chandler already brought that up.
But like,
it is
but
a
I'm just
different
that's
scenario.
the difference in
well,
that.
right. But I'm saying it's similar. But what I'm saying is, if you can ruin that dude's life over this, like, and these guys are being celebrated, like, no.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I think they should be doxxed. Home addresses. You know?
Yes, I'm all for
Where do their
it.
kids go to? Well, they no way they have kids.
I saw somewhere
Let's
on
hope not.
Twitter earlier today that there was some minor league ballpark that announced that that guy was banned for life. Like they could not.
No way.
Probably
Which I thought was kind of silly at first.
Oh, wait. Are you talking about the disco turkeys?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, because I thought it was kind of silly. Because at first I'm like, okay, this has got to be like a headline grabber, clickbait type of thing,
so annoying.
just to draw attention to themselves.
They
but,
try to meme themselves into like relevancy.
But but a lifetime ban, I don't have a problem with it in major league ballparks.
Right.
So minor leagues, okay, we're going a little bit too far
Yeah.
here.
And if you're that fired up about a minor league game, you should probably get your head checked too. Like, there's no reason to be acting like that in a minor league game.
All right, P. Mase, thank you for joining us. Any thoughts on Pirate basketball?
I think I'm with probably everyone who follows this team is we just got to see it, right? Like, we don't know enough about this squad. It's kind of a whole. I mean, there's some returners, but it's all brand new. We got to see how this meshes.
Yeah, and we will see it Monday night. Mike Schwartz said for anybody that has questions, you can get some answers Monday night, Minji's Coliseum.
Against NC Wesleyan. Come check it out.
Yeah.
It is what it is, right?
Yeah. It doesn't fire me up, I got to say. But start of the basketball season.
Yeah.
Always fun.
Overlap season coming in hot.
Who's Iowa? Has Iowa still got their guy there?
Fran.
He got fired, right?
I think Fran's still there.
Wait, I thought he did something bad. Am I wrong?
I mean, it's possible. He throws chairs and all sorts of stuff, turns red.
Fran McCaffrey.
He's still there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's there.
Yeah.
Can't get rid of him.
Nope.
Can't get rid of him or Ferentz. They'll be there forever.
I know. Just same old, same old.
That's good. Fran's been there since 2010.
Yeah. I mean, that's just consistency. And they're like a decent team, you know. They're fine.
They're a tournament team.
Mm-hmm.
Last year, NIT. Before that, they had made the tournament 5 years in a row. So, Iowa basketball. Ooh. Enjoy. All right, we'll take a break. Come back when we return. DB, Danny Beal will join us inside the Pirate Radio studios. We'll continue the discussion after this.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. We have the 2024 Encore GX at 0.9 for 36 months. You heard it right, 0.9. We also have the Envision and the Enclave at 0.9. For GMC, we have the 2024 Sierra at 1.9%, the Terrain at 0.9%, and the all-new Hummer EV 849 lease for 24 months. Brown & Wood, 89 years in business in Greenville. 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
The best burgers around. Everyone loves a thick, juicy, and fresh burger. Tiebreakers does real burgers better than anybody. And don't forget about the cheese sticks, fresh salads, and more. So don't just go to any burger-themed restaurant chain. It's time to break the chain and eat local. Tiebreakers. Burgers and sports at its best.
Go Pirates! Arrgh!
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Are you ready for football? Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is your complete source for recreation and marine sales and service. With a full selection of ATVs, side-by-sides, motorcycles, slingshots, watercraft, pontoons, and boats, Big Rock Power Sports and Marine is sure to have what you're looking for in everyday adventure. With 5 locations in North Carolina: Rocky Mount, Lake Gaston, New Bern, Elizabeth City, and of course, Greenville. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram or online at BigRockPowersports.com. Big Rock Power Sports and Marine. Choose your adventure.
Switching is easy. We do it all the time. We switch on the lights. We switch TV channels. Some of us switch partners while square dancing. Well, that's a stretch. But what's not a stretch is how you can switch and save with State Farm. In fact, this is State Farm agent Timothy Sawyer right here in Greenville. We can switch your auto and home insurance so you can start saving today. My team and I are ready to welcome you to the State Farm neighborhood. With Timothy Sawyer State Farm, it's easy to switch and save. Just give us a call, 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern has been serving the tech repair needs of Eastern North Carolina since 2006. And as one of the only Apple-authorized service providers east of Raleigh, all our technicians are Apple certified, and we only use genuine Apple parts. Your iPhone and Mac warranties are safe with us. Have questions or need service? Call 252-558-1280 or visit us online at universitypccare.com. University PC Care, your one-stop shop for service on everything Apple.
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Choose less stress when it comes to moving and choose Advanced Moving and Storage. They're locally owned and operated. They do exclusive shipments so you don't share a truck. And they guarantee their delivery dates. Get a free quote today at advancedmoversnc.com or give them a call at 321-3200. Make the transition from your present to your future with ease and use the movers the Pirates have used for over 20 years. Advanced Moving and Storage. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Alrighty, back with you. Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. If you missed it earlier, good chat with Mike Schwartz and CJ Walker, Pirate Hoops. Returning on Monday.
In-house?
Yeah.
Nice.
CJ Walker was in that chair. He's about a foot taller than you.
Probably more.
He's very tall fella.
Big dude.
Looking forward to seeing them on the court on Monday. Looking forward to maybe seeing DB in 213 for a game or two this year.
I'm going to try to go as often as possible. I miss college basketball, especially going to the games, so I'm excited.
Yeah. And will the Pirates be good? Don't know. We are still kind of learning, asking questions. Who are they? Who is this guy? We'll find out a little bit Monday and more as the season goes on, but a lot of new faces out there.
Yeah, for sure. We went to media day, and it was like I knew RJ and Cam, and then there was one kid that was a freshman that grew up in my hometown, and that's literally all I knew. I was like, gosh, this is not a lot of turnover here.
And new faces on the court, and then also on the bench, like a lot of coaches that have left, and new ones that have been added to the staff.
There were a few guys that I was like, so how many years you been? Because I mean, I know some of the guys. I don't know like them personally. Like I've hung out with them a couple times, not a ton. But even the coaches, I was like, yeah, how long you been here? He's like, oh, it was my first year. And there was like 3 guys. I was like, geez Louise.
Yeah. I mean, and Michael Perry's in his first year on the staff for Mike Schwartz, but Mike Perry was here for years under Matt McCarthy and then under Jeff Lebo, and then took over as the head coach when Lebo stepped down. So he's a familiar face, but a new guy on for Mike Schwartz's staff.
And honestly, Danny, a lot of the same can be said about this baseball team. A lot of new faces.
Very, very similar. There were a couple people that were talking to us on Sunday at the scrimmage. A bunch of us that were here for the ring ceremony went for the first game, and they were just like, who's that? Like Gavin and Norby were there, and like, who's that? Who's that guy? I'm like, dude, you know as well as I do.
What did you see out there? Anybody stand out to you?
I mean, it's a lot of good stuff. They'll tell you they have a lot of work to do. I mean, they've got a lot of raw talent, a lot of pitching injuries as well, but a lot of raw talent. They just need to iron some stuff out. Like I've told some people this, they have a lot of talent, but a lot of guys that haven't played. Like a lot of Division I, Power 5 bounce backs, a lot of good players, but they just haven't had big Division I important innings on the field. So that'll be something in the first couple weeks of the season that they try to get, under their belt and get them comfortable with. But once they get rolling, dude, I mean, they've got incredible arms to, roll out of the bullpen and on the mound. Their lineup is deep. They've got guys that, the stalwarts of like Dixon, Seawall, those guys, And then you'll have guys that were here last year that'll step up too, like Keenan Bowman and Davin Whitaker and stuff like that. I mean, they're going to be a good team, and people are scared and stuff about last year because we didn't have the JCs and the Treys and the whoever else is in the world coming back, but they'll be just fine.
The Dannies.
I didn't want to say it.
I'll say it.
I'll say it too. Danny Bill.
I don't know if this is true or not. I got told this today by Joey Perry. So I didn't listen to the fifth quarter last week, but he said that there was somebody that said, I don't really care about football, but let me tell you something. I really like baseball, and I really like Danny Beal. Is that true?
That was a female caller.
That happened?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
And she loved you.
She like.
And I
like
think
a
she
mom,
said
or is this like
no. She said I love you to Holton, and then Holton had to say, "Is that the same girl?"
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she loves her some Danny Bill.
Yep.
Was this like a grown woman?
No,
or was this like Liam a couple weeks ago when she's like 12 years old?
No, in between.
Probably
it's like college.
I'm thinking 20s, early 30s.
Yeah.
What did y'all hear?
I heard 24.
All right.
Alrighty then.
What do you?
I was just curious because Joey was.
You have fans. I love Danny Bill.
But Joey was making it seem like, and it's Joey Perry, so he embellishes and hyperboles. But she was like, and I love Danny Bill. And I'm like, all right, dude, what are you trying to get at? Like, I didn't know what the context of it was.
It was a weird call because we are a post-game football show, and her first comments were how she didn't like football and like.
Oh, she was trashing football.
Yeah.
And then was uplifting baseball, which, I mean, you could uplift baseball because it's the most successful program we have right now. But it was as if she was calling in for a baseball post-game show.
Okay, that's weird then. Yeah.
Jamie says, are we expecting Colby Wallace to pitch? Well, hell yeah, Jamie. What? Yes, we are.
In some capacity, yes.
Yeah. We have talked to him about that. In fact, today we were supposed to have Colby and Ethan Norby on, but they had some engagements they had to take care of.
I think they heard I was coming on. I was like, absolutely not.
They are scared to face the wrath of Danny Beal.
It was really cool, though, seeing Colby come in late in the year last year. Because do we even really know that he was a threat coming out of the bullpen early in the season? We had heard rumblings that he was, but then he comes out and then he pitched in some high quality time on the mound.
Let me put it this way: if Shank and Root hadn't gotten hurt, he wouldn't have pitched. But
yeah, he told us that straight up.
Yeah, I mean that's just the bottom line. But he pitched in those middle of the week inter squads, like the pitcher hitter stuff that you guys hear about all the time, and it was 89, 91, top in 92 with a pretty good slider, and it's like, all right, if we need it, it's there. He's a strike thrower, he's an athlete, he's the Zach Agnos of this team. Like he'll come in from third or off the bench and he'll fill it up. That's all we need. And then they get hurt, and it's like, all right, dude, like. We can't keep going to Richie and Danny like every single game. Like you need to step up at some point. I mean, even the way he pitched, I'm pretty sure he pitched in the weight game. He pitched in a few other games that were really big, especially down the stretch.
Mm-hmm. I like to make dumb comparisons. Here's one, Jarrett. The most exciting time in WWE, unfortunately, is when there's like an injury or something, and they have to scrap the script.
Yeah.
And throw maybe an up-and-comer into a main event or something like that. That's what happened to Colby Wallace last year. The script was for him to be a hitter, him to play in the field. Thank you, Danny. I appreciate that.
It is.
2 thumbs up.
But, hey, look, we had injuries. The script got torn up. We need this guy to throw, and he – you're right, Chandler. He did provide a lightning rod from the outside. How about just you guys? I assume the same thing, right?
Well, he's like – he doesn't talk, and he's coming out of his shell now, and he's going to turn into a great leader. But even then, he was just like mute and would just go out there and play. And it's like, you're the man, dude. Like this is awesome. Like a 18-year-old pitching in moments like that are like you don't see that very often.
Like getting out of situations, I was like, man, like we're used to seeing this guy really not even start. Like he comes in on a Sunday or whatever, but we've seen him make big time plays at the plate. But what he did to come on the mound and perform the way he did at his age in his class and shut down some hitters in key moments of games was really cool to see. And it makes me look forward to his performances coming forward in the future.
Yeah, so. And more importantly, I think just from being around a little bit this fall, he's going to be a really big leader. He's grown up a lot. Not that he was immature last year, just that he was just shy and he wasn't vocal. It was more watch me instead of listen to me. And I think he's gotten to the point where he can do both at a very high level.
I like Norby's attitude too. He's seems like a very cool fella. As far as like, he doesn't seem to get rattled really, or like he's, I don't know.
He gets down on himself very easily.
Does he?
At times, like he doesn't beat himself up. He just like gets nervous that he's gonna get replaced when he has to just understand that he is a freshman All-American. Like he's a dude.
Yeah.
So when he pitches bad one time, no, you're not gonna lose your spot. The world's not gonna end. The sky isn't gonna fall. You're fine. Like you are a really, really good player.
Got to believe in himself.
But it's the way you are when you're young, especially here, just because from the outside in, there's just so much pressure put on you to succeed. So he feels like he has to be perfect.
Yeah.
How much are you hearing about? And I'd singled this guy out the other day. I'm singling him out because he's had a good fall. But how much are you seeing from Austin Irby at the plate?
He made a couple great plays at first base on Sunday. I was very impressed. Like he had a chopper that almost went over his head that he made a great double play on. He had a couple good picks. And you wouldn't expect that. Like he doesn't look like a first baseman. I don't think, and I can be corrected if I'm wrong. I don't know what he played in high school, but I don't think he played first in high school. I'm assuming he was a middle infielder. But he looks the part. Like he looks like a good baseball player. And haven't seen him hit, but I've heard great things about his plate appearances and how he sees pitches. He can hit all fields, all that good stuff. There's a kid, Braxton Trammell, that went yard backside on an off-speed pitch, which I've heard he's really good at.
I think that's who Mully was trying to think of the other day.
Yeah.
Does he play third some, or do you know?
I'm not sure. I think corner outfield, maybe third. Yeah. But I've heard he's a good player. He's very stocky. Like he's a built freshman, which is impressive to see.
Danny Beal joining us, Pirate Radio Studios, talking a little Pirate baseball. We'll dive into some football as well. But Danny, you watching the World Series?
Yeah, and I'm getting nervous.
For who? What are you nervous about?
Like the Yankees. I'm not cheering for them. I'm saying I'm getting nervous that if
they're going to make it a series and maybe win it.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're going to win it. Because I was talking to my buddy on the way over who's a huge Dodgers fan. I'm like, listen, comparatively speaking, I mean, I've watched every Red Sox 04 documentary there is, and they just came out with a Netflix one.
I watched it all last night.
It's so good. It is the best one that they've done. It's over Bill Simmons. It's over 4 Days in October. It's the best one. It's bar none because of the behind-the-scenes stuff. But Millar in that documentary makes great points where it's like, all right, just win game 4. You have Pedro.
Then we got Petey.
And then you have Schilling. And then game 7, and he was talking to Shaughnessy. It's like, we could throw you out there and we got a shot. I don't think they have the Pedro and Schilling aspect to it, but Garrett Cole's a pretty close. And it's one of the biggest starts of his career. And I think if they win tonight, you know, you get lucky and Rodon goes a couple and 6, and then, you know, like everybody says, game 7, anything can happen. So I don't know. I would prefer them just to close it and Freddie win MVP and just everybody goes home.
I used that comparison earlier today with Pedro going 5, just like Cole tonight. I'm so glad I was able to witness that live, the Red Sox Yankees. It was so cool. And again, I'm a Braves fan. Usually in the baseball playoffs, I have no rooting interest, but that team was so easy to root for. And the Yankees were so easy to root against.
Yeah, of course.
It just was like captivating TV. And as the World Series is going on last night, I had zero cares about that, and I was all into that documentary. So I was watching baseball. It was just from 20 years ago.
But it's still fun to watch.
And Shaughnessy saying the Red Sox could be like the biggest frauds of all time.
He's the worst. He still is the worst. He's a Celtics writer that writes about Boston sports. He's the worst.
Kevin Millar is just an all-time guy. Terry Francona, all-time dude.
And you hear a lot about the Nomar stuff, and I don't want to get into it because this is going to just bore people. But seriously, it is very
captivating.
It is very, very interesting. And if you want to hear, I mean, people, you're into sports documentaries, that's a good one to watch.
I would like to compile a list of Tiki Barbers on this list with Nomar. Guys that were somewhere a long, long time, and then they left right before championships won. So I don't know if I feel bad for them because it sounded like Tiki was kind of an a-hole. Tom Coughlin didn't like him.
Yeah.
And then Garcia Parra at the end of his deal rubbed people the wrong way.
Yeah. He was very, I mean, it was.
And he got rubbed the wrong way as well.
Yeah, I think that's what it was. He just got frustrated with the way Theo handled it all, and then Millar going on Sports Center.
That was tough.
Like, we'll take A-Rod, and it's like, why? Why would you say that? That makes no sense. Like, he's not even on your team.
Give me Alex.
Yeah, it's like, what, dude?
And
he's
then
just sitting there smiling, and it's like, okay, you're just asking to get yelled at. And then he said Millar called him in the car, and he's like, dude, what are you doing?
Dude.
Yeah.
The documentary is awesome. So Millar goes on Sports Center with Dan Patrick. I believe Dan Patrick said, "Who would you rather have, Manny and Nomar or A-Rod.
Yeah.
And he said, we'll take Alex. And then so he's relaying that on the documentary, and you can hear the producer say, well, the question was, who do you think is going to be throwing the ball to you across first base? And he was like,
that's what they said?
Oh, well, he's got a right to be mad at me then.
Yeah.
It was really funny.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And there wasn't enough Manny in there. They did tell how Manny wasn't one of the guys. No kidding. He's a freaking space cadet.
Yeah,
his mind is out in outer space.
They had a couple. There was a podcast that I was listening to, and they had the director on it, and they said that Jeter declined, A-Rod declined, Manny declined, Nomar declined, but it was awesome to have like Torrey on there to kind of just literally wear it.
Sheffield with the Yankees.
Sheffield was awesome. Sheffield was awesome.
He was a hired gun, and he was. I like the way he talked about himself. Poppy was awesome as always, of course.
Pedro was good. He said that it was easy to get, like, Pedro's just kind of giving like blah answers, and then he was telling on the podcast, he's like, you just had to like rile him up a little bit.
Oh yeah,
like just get him like pissed off, being like, yeah, well, you didn't have your command that day anyway, so you weren't really gonna hit Soriano. And then he's like, no, I was trying to hit Jeter. And that's like, all right, dude.
I'm trying to think if I was not a Yankees hater, would I like Pedro? Because some of the Pedro stuff I don't, but I love him. Like,
how can you not? Well, it's awesome that they tell the part about when he threw Don Zimmer down, and it makes Pedro look a lot less worse because Don Zimmer was trying to go punch.
Oh, I know. I always defended Pedro in that.
Yeah, Don Zimmer's rest in peace, but dude, grow up.
You can't tell a 93-year-old guy to grow up.
Watch me.
By the way, we recommend that documentary.
Yeah.
It was a good watch. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back more with DB, Sean, J-Dub, Shirley. We'll get our Fleet Feet rundown when we return after this.
Take a hit from a 300-pound linebacker, and you better be wearing pads. Take a hit on the road, and you better have good auto coverage. When you've got North Carolina Farm Bureau Auto Insurance, you've got the best local agents ready to help you bounce back. If you don't, well, you'll probably play football without a helmet, too.
This is proud ECU graduate and former baseball player Brandon Manning. Give me a call today, and let's talk about your insurance coverage and about the Pirates. Call 531-1812 and go Pirates.
You want subs made with high-quality meats and cheeses? You go to Jersey Mike's. You want high-quality radio ideas? You go to me, like this. I'm an astronaut on a mission to find water on the moon. But because I'm a genius, I realize that what humanity actually needs in space is high-quality meats and cheeses from Jersey Mike's. Now to figure out how to remove the helmet and eat the sub without my head exploding. Here goes nothing. Always high-quality meats and cheeses. Jersey Mike's, a sub above.
This is Talbot Green with Integrity Home Mortgage. Are you ready and pre-approved if the home you want to purchase comes for sale today? This is a very important step when trying to purchase a home in the current market. Integrity Home Mortgage offers a wide variety of loan programs. Our team of Talbot Green, Braxton Green, and Joe M. Weir has over 50 years of experience and is committed to providing you with the superior customer service you deserve. To get started, call me, Talbot Green, 714-2076.
Talbot Green, NMLS 120331. For informational purposes only. Integrity Home Mortgage Corporation is an equal housing lender. NMLS 208516.
At United Bank, banking means more than financial solutions. It means rallying around the causes that are important to our customers, employees, and communities. While we have grown in size and presence, we have never forgotten our roots. By giving back to our local communities and funding business development, we help fuel economic growth. Our success is your success, because to us, this is home. Go Pirates! Bankwithunited.com, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Bostic Sugg Furniture's 87th anniversary sale is a pretty big deal, and so are the savings. Shop special anniversary savings on Lazy Boy, Bassett, and Maven. Best Serta, Helix, Ultra Comfort lift chairs, and more. Special savings on closeout accessories. Framed art values to $350, now $69. Buy any table lamp, get a matching one free. And in celebration of our founding in 1937, get local delivery for $19.37 during the 87th anniversary sale at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
Hi,
Hi, I'm Walker Allen Volova, and I'm with CopyPro. CopyPro has been locally owned and operated here in Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. CopyPro is the leader in office technology. Does your business struggle with keeping printing costs low or producing professional documents? Here at CopyPro, total satisfaction is our #1 priority. We have a variety of solutions to help reduce your printing expenses and make your business more productive. Call us today at 1-800-682-6558 or online at copypro.net. CopyPro, we are the professional office systems people.
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Brian Buck with Buck Insurance Agency. This season, when you attend your favorite sporting event, take the game day pledge. If your team is playing, win or lose, support your team to the end of the game. When you leave early, you risk missing your favorite athlete making the play of their career. When our family buys a ticket, we always plan to stay to the very end. Take the game day pledge this season with Buck Insurance Agency. Play to the end, stay to the end.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
What's up? This is Bryson Worrell, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Want a free quote on your home, auto, or life insurance? Call Tim Sawyer and his State Farm team at 493-0002 to get a quote in less than 5 minutes. To get great coverage with great rates, call your local State Farm agent, Tim Sawyer, at 493-0002. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
All right, Shirley, can we hear our Alex Harper message from our friends at Fleet Feet?
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
Hold on. Earlier this week, DJ Moore expressed his dissatisfaction with the Doug Kramer goal line play call. Today, he revealed that Matt Eberflus wants him to keep the candor in-house. Let's hear what DJ Moore has to say about it.
Me and Flus talked about it with the captains, and just got to stay in-house next time. I'm not going to say sorry for what I said, but at the same time, it should have just stayed in house. But I said what I said.
Is that kind of the meeting? Is that when you guys had that captain's meeting with Flus? Was that something he tried to express, keeping stuff in house?
Yeah, and going forward, that's probably going to be what it is. Stuff slip and.
God, he's so bad wants to say that was the dumbest call I've ever seen in my football life, but he just can't say it.
He's like, I said what I said. I don't feel bad about it, but next time I'm going to shut up.
What did he say that he's not sorry about? I forgot.
I don't know what his exact comments were, but it was about his dissatisfaction of handing the ball to a fat ass instead of a running back.
It's like Smokey and Friday. Debo say, shut up. I be quiet. But when he leave, I be talking again.
Jared, you're all the way back after unfortunately Danny couldn't be here at 12:30. If Danny was here at 12:30, we'd be running a whole Nailers video
Danny's
right
fault,
now.
really.
But Jared screwed up on the production.
Well, that means I won't screw up a Danny Beal podcast.
Are you doing the podcast?
Did you guys?
Maybe not tomorrow. What time are you doing it tomorrow?
Around lunch.
Yeah, no, I got class.
Did you guys went through it and it wasn't recorded?
Oh, he had a great interview.
It recorded. No! I just didn't plug the thing.
Dude, that'll make your heart drop, especially when clips like, hey, can you just edit that and then get it back to me? And you're like, yeah.
Well, I hit play, and I was like, Holton, why is it crackling? And he's like, geez.
Rookie. Dude. Holton told a great story about a play to Keaton Mitchell.
Oh, dude, that sucks. I feel so bad for you. That sucks.
For him, not for me.
You'll be fine. That sucks.
It'll never happen again, though.
Exactly.
Now you know.
Yeah.
Now you know. That actually sucks.
It's not a failure. It's a learning opportunity.
Oh, man. That's awful.
Nah, you're all the way back with the Smokey comment.
Appreciate it.
I'll be talking again. All right, first touchdown for Thursday Night Football. Who's the game?
Texans Jets.
Yeah, I've been struggling
Stephon
too.
Diggs on crutches.
That's got to be plus a lot.
Clip, have you seen the line for this game?
I don't know why.
No.
Explain that
Guess
to me.
the line.
Why? Explain it to me.
Is it in Houston?
It's in New York.
Houston
It went up.
-3.
Last time I looked at it, was Jets -2.
It was 1.5 yesterday. Now it's 2.
Okay, yeah.
Wow.
I think I might have the lock of the century here.
That's
Texans
crazy.
money line.
Nichols to me when he's like,
Why is it? Why?
I have no idea.
They just lost to the Patriots. They looked awful.
Oh, if we were doing our picks this week, I would take the Jets.
God.
Now's when you get on. Do y'all not understand football?
I understand.
I'm on the Jets.
But
I've always been on the Jets, and I was ridiculed for it.
It's a bad team, though.
I know. They are bad.
Bad teams don't have good spots unless you're playing the Raiders.
So, what's the injury deal with Houston? I guess
Diggs, that's it.
Nico on IR. Diggs now on IR. But I'll go Joe Mixon first touchdown.
Dude, I don't know.
Yeah, I like that.
Lazard again.
No.
Run it back
to the old Lazard.
Run it back.
Call.
I don't know.
Yeah, let's go. I'll go Mixon.
I feel like that's so chalky.
I know. I might try to find a Mixon or Hall. And
Dalton
just
Schultz. That'd be
load up on
hey,
him.
maybe. No.
Tight ends had their day last week.
I did hit Lazard on the Thursday night, which was nice.
Yeah,
Might as well if I'm going Jets.
I would say Schultz doesn't even have a tutty this year. That'd be a good way to start. I don't know. Like, I mean, you guys know my strategy. You look for
a bomb.
Yeah.
You look for a big one.
I mean, you could get really spicy and go Devontae if you really wanted to. They are at home.
Yeah, okay.
You're just mad, right?
He's caught less than 50% of the passes thrown to him since he's joined the Jets.
Look at him going.
Yeah, and he'd catch 0% of the passes if he was still the Raiders. He didn't have anyone to throw him the ball.
Hey, boo, freaking who? Cry me a river. You asked for it. It's 2-6 to 2-6.
Yeah.
Yikes. All right. Did you see? Anybody got any did you sees?
Well, I wasn't here yesterday, so Deontay Johnson getting traded.
Yeah.
Did y'all talk about that?
I asked him about his favorite Deontay Johnson moments in Carolina.
Well, the catch against the Raiders was awesome. Catch against the Bengals was awesome.
Did you see? We do have some good Panthers news. The debut of Jonathan Brooks could be happening this week.
Nice.
Bryce Young will get the start, too.
Second straight week. The headline for a number 1 overall pick making his second straight start should not be a headline. It is in Carolina because we suck and Bryce Young also sucks.
I have 3.
Well, let me tell you what.
3 did you see?
Yeah, but you go first.
All right. Did you see Aaron Rodgers put the kibosh on their kicker?
Oh, yeah, Zerline.
Zerline to the IR.
That was one of mine.
Oh, okay. Yeah. What do you got?
I need to go get a kicker.
One, you guys already talked about it, so we don't have to spend that much time on it. But the guys that tried to rip Mookie's arm off,
yeah.
They're banned from Game 5.
Your thoughts?
Should he be?
I don't. The first guy, I mean, he just had like the gabagool double chin. Like it is what it is. Like he just. Whatever. The second guy actually trying to like break his wrist, break his wrist is an exaggeration, but like, dude, like grow up, seriously. Now, I don't necessarily know if they should have been banned. I just don't get like the argument of like, oh, he crossed the line, he's trying to like his argument was he crossed over to try to catch the ball into the stand, so it's fair play for them to like break his wrist, which. Technically, yes, you can mess with. It's still an out, but you can mess with his hand if it's in the stands. But for the people saying that he needs to be like, I heard P-Mace like, oh, they need to be banned for life. Like, one, how the hell are you going to enforce that? You're going to have pictures of them at every single game for every single team? Like, dude, it's not realistic.
Yes.
Yeah. 2, they're Yankees fans. What the hell do you expect? They suck. All of them. Terrible people. 3,
the whole lot of them.
3, if you really want to make it interesting, have them behind home plate tonight. Really get some ratings. Have them behind the Dodgers dugout, throwing stuff at
Wait,
them.
you don't reward the guy for acting like an idiot.
Who cares?
I have a
It's
solution.
ratings.
You let them go to the game, but they get tarred and feathered before instead of a concert.
And on the mound.
Yeah.
In Fat Joe's Timberlands.
Yes.
Oh that was actually
Fat Joe and Ice Cube get to
I was
tarred.
getting so mad during the pregame show. Joe Davis Thursday's like, and Fat Joe. And I'm like, all right, here we go. This is going to be stupid anyway.
I would like to talk to Joey Perry and the groundskeepers.
And then he rolls out with Timberlands on the mat.
Yeah,
Who do you think you are?
Right.
Literally. Grow up. That actually really, again, I'm a baseball guy, so I care about the little things. That actually pissed me off. I'm like, dude, get off the mound. You're wearing Timberlands, singing a rendition of a song. You're not even speaking English. You're just mumbling.
Can you do a segment on your podcast called Grow Up? That seems to be a go-to line for you.
A lot of people,
Grow up.
A lot of people haven't grown up.
Like you do put the fries in the bag. Danny every week can do grow up. Who needs to grow up this week?
Shohei, your shoulder's fine. Stop running with it on your shoulder or on your hand on your freaking jersey. You're fine. Win the World Series.
I noticed that.
Grow up.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you see Scotty Barnes is out? So the Hornets.
Dude, I think everybody's out for the Raptors.
No wonder we're favorites.
Dude, it's Wednesday night.
Time to eat tonight, boys. We're gonna eat a Bella Green. We're gonna eat a Hornets W.
We're
Danny,
gonna sting.
Gonna come hang out.
Potentially, actually, now that I think about it, I don't know what I'm doing for dinner yet, so.
Dinner.
Might be able to watch the whole game there tonight, Chandler.
Nice. Yes.
Randall.
Told to leave.
Our guy Randall says, "What's up?"
Randall, what's up, babe?
Hey, I'll see you in 2 weeks. Bring your towel. Commanders and Steelers playing a couple weeks.
Randall's a big Steelers guy.
Jamie says, "Yeah, because Boston fans aren't obnoxious." Here we go.
All right, Jamie.
Grow up.
And then I say that, and then grow up. And then he's going to say, shut up, Stash, and it's just going to be a
never-ending cycle.
All right, if you had to take a poll, who's worse? The Gabagools in the Bronx or the half people that are half are good, half are pretty bad in Boston?
Knowing Zach Kaplan, Boston.
I don't think you mean that.
Danny seems like an okay fan.
I'm not a bad guy, I promise.
Usually people that say that are bad guys.
Depends who we're playing.
I don't know. That's a good poll, though.
I've been to Boston. It's some nice people. Got some great life advice.
If you're playing the Yankees, all right. But if you're playing like the Athletics, they're great. They're so nice. Supportive of everybody.
How do you rate Pirate fans?
I think you guys are great.
There you go. Best fans in the world.
The absolute best.
All right. Any more did you sees?
I'm trying to think. Drake May was limited to practice. He's got mashed potatoes for brains right now.
Hey, congrats on the win.
It sucks because it's bittersweet because it's like you want to lose to get a good draft pick, but beating the Jets is always fun.
Yeah, beat your division teams and just lose to the rest of them.
Yeah. Well, we play the Titans this week, so probably.
No. Titans!
No, they'll beat the Titans. They just played the Lions.
Did they?
Oh.
They did? Let's go. Let's go.
We got to take the Pats this week.
I did. That is a great
What's the line?
3.5 Titans.
Titans.
Whoa!
Yeah.
That I did. I predicted. I picked a tie on the Buck.
There was one.
Oh, really?
I picked a tie.
I believe
that is a cover, though.
2 years ago, maybe the teams that played the Niners the week after were like 2-14 or something like that. So same kind of thing with Lions. That's a great trend, though.
Yeah. Here's what I'm going to do with that game. No touchdown score.
All right, dude. If Drake May's playing, that's dumb. If he's not, great bet.
I thought he's not playing.
Limited to practice.
Oh. You said mashed potatoes.
God, I
for
need to
brains.
grow up.
He does.
I don't think that's
He does.
playing.
But you can play quarterback in mashed potatoes for brains. Trust me.
Why should we trust you?
Because I saw Cam Newton do it in 2020.
Okay. Jamie says, "Did you see Anthony Richardson benched?" Yes. Smart move.
I love it. Do you guys think he's good? Now, this is like going into the season. Like Schefter drafted him in the first round of his fantasy league. All these people were talking about how good he was, how strong of an arm he had. Did you guys be honest? Did you think he was good?
Yes.
Why?
Going into this year?
Why?
Because of a small sample size of electric football last year.
Classic dumb sports brain.
I thought he had the. Never mind.
I think he's got the skills to
pay the bills.
Skills to pay the bills, but he's not showing that. He's not good.
Bone.
I thought he had the potential.
What are
I
you
think
trying
Shane
to prove
Steichen-
over here?
He's never been good.
Okay, great. Now I can see that. Okay.
Ever. I don't understand the hype. That's what I was like. And I don't want to like toot my own horn. He has not.
You're doing it,
and I'm going to keep doing it. He has not been good
doesn't
ever.
wanna do it, though.
He wasn't good at Florida. He wasn't good with the Colts.
He
He's
played
got a great
13
arm.
games at Florida.
He's got a good
Played
arm.
4 games last year.
Stay healthy.
I mean, that's a good
Grow
point, but I'm
up.
just saying, like,
Grow up. It's a great point.
he's got the
Grow up and make strong bones.
Play in bubble wrap. It's not my problem.
Danny made one good call on one guy, and he's like killing us for it. Yeah, I thought he might be pretty good, Danny. Sorry.
Dumb. Dumb.
Dumb.
Dumb. Give me dumb.
All right. Any more did you sees?
Yeah, I got a really bad one. Antonio Pierce said Luke Getsy will retain play calling responsibilities. So, yeah, 2-15, I'm assuming. Here we go.
Kumbaya. Yeah, 2-15. Yeah.
Hey, let's look at a mock.
We'll see you there.
I haven't looked at a mock lately.
In the mock drafts, we have the 7th pick. How is this possible? How are we not?
Who, the Raiders?
Yes.
Y'all going to win some stupid games. You shouldn't win. Let's see. Pro Football Focus. The Panthers draft Cam Ward first overall. How would you feel, John?
I would love it.
Really? He's tiny.
Listen to the quarterback.
Buddy,
bar's pretty low for what they got.
Do you see what we have now?
I feel like you should just get. I mean, I don't really know what's better. I don't know if you'd want Shadur or Cam.
Titans second overall. Shadur.
I would take either.
Patriots
Shadur or him.
third overall.
Travis, say it.
Say it. That freaking receiver from Arizona.
No,
it's a monster.
Oh, they got Travis dropping.
The Jets get a guy from Michigan.
There he is.
The Jags take Travis Hunter.
I want Travis.
Oh my God! Saints get an edge from A&M. The Raiders take Jalen Milroe, Alabama.
Gross, dude. Oh my!
You guys are gonna suck forever.
Yeah, dude. It's the same thing. I'm sick and tired of it.
And over.
I really don't know how I keep going.
You are actually in like sports. What do you have like basketball or baseball teams?
Yeah, the White Sox and the Hornets, dude.
You're a White Sox fan? You're actually in sports purgatory forever.
Dude, 2 of my favorite teams are the worst in their
All
leagues.
of your owners just have to die. Literally.
Well, Reinsdorf is selling.
He has to die.
The Hornets just got sold.
Al Davis needs to kick the can too.
Al Davis has kicked the can. He's been gone for about 14 years.
Who's the
Mark Davis?
Mark Davis. Same
Danny, did you see Al Davis died?
Hey, man,
just die, baby.
Same difference.
Mark Davis is just an idiot. He is a fun, cool guy
with a bad haircut.
Yeah, I would love to, maybe get some toots.
You
go
really
to In and Out.
You really want to win? You need Brady to take over majority ownership.
Prostitutes.
Some toots.
Some hookers.
You call them toots?
Yeah.
Hey, toots.
I don't know if I've ever heard toots.
It's Vegas. It's legal. Let's
I
go.
like that.
It's a guy that's been there and done that though.
Yeah, he's a veteran, a toot veteran.
Cam Ward is 6'2", 223. That's not too bad.
Short king.
He looks. I mean, doesn't he look relatively small when he's playing?
Jaden Daniels is a skinny fella.
Yeah, he's tall though, so it's okay.
What's that name there?
23rd overall to the Baltimore Ravens. Savone Revel.
Savone.
High school friend of Danny Beal. It says that on this thing. That's interesting.
Did it say you saw him at Target a couple weeks ago?
Probably the first stat.
Him and Keaton.
Was asked by Danny Beal, how is it hanging?
He did say that.
Let's see. Who the Manders... Where they got us? Like winning the Super Bowl or something?
Yeah, I think
the pick at number 29?
Are we serious?
And we're getting Tony Essery?
Arian Tay.
29's what?
Arian Tay.
NFC Championship game?
I guess, yeah. So we're going to lose in the NFC Championship to the Lions. And the Texans are going to lose in the championship to the Chiefs.
All right. So, not to predict the future, if you...
I will say this, you are going to be twiddling your thumbs for a long time.
I don't care, please.
If you have a Commies NFC Championship game in Detroit, you going? You got to find a way, right?
No.
Really? You wouldn't?
In Detroit?
If it was in D.C., would you?
Hell,
I would be much more. I've always said I'd rather go to NFC Championship than a Super Bowl at my home team stadium.
Easily, yeah.
Because it would be so, like, that's the ultimate home game. Yeah, I mean, if I could get there, I would get there. I would not go to Detroit, though.
Really?
Yeah. I don't want to be a road dude.
I'm trying to think, like, I guess if, like, the Patriots were playing in Denver, I wouldn't want to go either. Or, like, Baltimore? No.
That would be an easy drive.
I guess that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah. Let's take a break. Jamie's never heard toots. Noah says J-Bone knows all the street lingo. Apparently so. We'll take a break. Come back. You need to run, Danny?
I do.
All right. Thanks for hanging out, buddy.
Of course, guys.
Danny Beals Show. You can watch episode 1 with Carter Cunningham right now on Pirate Radio TV. Episode 2 coming soon with
Trey Yesavage. It's very chalk, but he is my roommate. Great first 2 guests. AAC Pitcher of the Year. So tune in hopefully on Friday, and we'll get it to you.
The big Canadian himself.
The big horse.
Looking forward to that. We'll take a break. Have more for you after this.
Kamala backed Biden on everything. She was the deciding vote for his disastrous economic agenda. Kamala and Joe raised taxes on the middle class, and prices soared. Kamala was in charge of his open border policies, giving welfare to illegals while Americans struggle. And their weakness invited wars. Now Kamala wants to double down on failure. It's time to turn the page on Joe and Kamala's failed agenda. President Trump fights for you. His strength kept us safe. Trump cut taxes for families. Prices were lower and the border secure. Now, President Trump can do it again.
And we are going to launch a new golden age of American success for the citizens of every race, religion, color, and creed.
Remember, Kamala broke it. President Trump will fix it.
I'm Donald Trump, candidate for president, and I approve this message.
Paid for by Donald J. Trump for President 2024 Inc.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina. Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal: to make sure you leave a happy customer.
There's a common misbelief today that to make it further, you need to push yourself, that you need to give up any joy to continue your rigid routine. Or you could try another way. Take some time to enjoy life, like having a Michelob Ultra with friends, because happiness is essential to living an exceptional life. Michelob Ultra, a refreshing and balanced flavor with only 2.6 carbs and 95 calories. It's only worth it if you enjoy it. Enjoy responsibly. Michelob Ultra, proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville has the best deals in town. Just listen to this. BD's Amber Ale for $3 on Monday. Talls for smalls on Tuesday. $5.50 wine pours on Wednesday. $5 house margaritas on Thursday. Handshaking cocktails are $7 on Friday. And house Bloody Marys for just $6 on Sunday. But wait, there's more. Every day, 2 hours before closing time, appetizers are half off. Don't wait. Get to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar now. Located just off Greenville Boulevard in the Publix Shopping Center. Go Pirates!
Here at the Holistic Company, we know that life throws you its fair share of curveballs, like passing that drug test. Congrats. Now you can finally relax, kick back, and well, light one up. You've earned it. And whether you've had one of those weeks, or maybe your mother-in-law's in town and you're one passive-aggressive comment away from needing a vacation. If this sounds like you, then come visit our team here at the Holistic Company to help you find the perfect products to ease your stress and promote relaxation. Order our products online at theholisticco.com or visit us at 5th and Evans in Greenville or at one of our other 2 locations in Fremont or Smithfield. The Holistic Company.
Did you know that GUC's utility rates are not only low in the region, but also the state? That's right. When you combine the average electric, water, wastewater, and natural gas into one bill, only people in 2 of the 15 largest cities pay less than GUC customers. Only 2. Low rates and high reliability. Working in the best interest of the community rather than shareholders. That's the value of public utilities. That's the value of GUC.
Pirate Radio. We work like captains.
And I'm your body captain. You are going to put on your dancing shoes and rock it.
And party like pirates. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Order Jersey Mike's subs on the mobile app and get delivery right to your home, or save time and order ahead to skip the line to pick up from their nearest Jersey Mike's sub location. Jersey Mike's, a sub above. And the Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates in eastern North Carolina. They're open 7 days a week from noon until 2 a.m. with live music every night. Coming up on Wednesday night, it is Haunted Bull Night with mechanical bull rides available. Then on Halloween night, they're going to have a costume contest where you can win $100 in cash. And Ryan Trotty will be performing on Thursday night. On Friday is the Jut Thomas Band, and then on Saturday, it's Aaron Ham and the Big River Band performing. And you can keep up with the latest schedule with the Buck on Instagram and on Facebook. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Welcome back. Sounds like a fun night. We'll be playing some sports trivia tonight at a different locale, but be back with you at the Buck on Monday. A jersey giveaway for the second straight week. A Panthers fan won the jersey and bypassed the Bryce Young jersey. Shirley, you remember in Pee-wee's Big Adventure, isn't it, where the pet store's on fire and he keeps running past the snakes?
Yep.
This Bryce Young jersey is live snakes, and nobody wants to touch them. Nobody wants to look at them. So the week before, it was Zach who said, no, thank you. I will take Justin Jefferson. This week, it was LJ. No, thank you, Bryce Young. Give me Amon-Ra St. Brown.
Amon-Ra.
Good choice. He's a cool dude. He's a cool cat, man.
He's a cool cat, man.
Chandler, what non-Panthers jersey would you like to own? We all have to come up with 3. My number 1 is Brock Bowers.
Give me a McCaffrey 49ers.
Jarrett, who's your first?
Jared Goff.
Okay. My number 2 would be. All right, so I'm going heavy on fantasy here. Ooh, I like him. He's been good for me. But Bucky Irving.
All right, nice.
I've really liked his play this year, and the Bucks have some kind of cool jerseys, so I'll go Bucky Irving.
I got to go with, Jaquan McMillan.
Oh,
I'm going Jaquan McMillan jersey.
All right, that was a good one. I admit, that was good. Jarrett, who's your second?
Trying to think here. Let's see. Go, what's his name?
Well, if you don't know his name, how you can get his jersey?
I'm drawing a blank. Oh, Keon Coleman for the Bills. Rookie out of Florida State.
Oh, yeah.
Pretty cool fella.
All right. Chandler, I'm taking Keaton Mitchell off the table. You can't say him. You have to think of a
ECU?
You have to think of a non-former Panther and a I want to know what NFL players you like other than your own team. I feel like you're cheating so far.
Derrick Henry.
There you go.
Derrick Henry. I really like watching Derrick Henry play.
Okay.
Derrick Henry Ravens. 3 good jerseys.
Give me a Sam Laporta.
Oh, good one. Nice.
I'll go Laporta. I'll go Bucky Irving was a bad pick, but I'll go Laporta, Irving, and Brock Bowers. That's my 3. Who's your last one?
Let's see. I'll go C.J. Stroud. Like Stroud.
No Terry McLaurin, huh? No, Jaden Daniels.
Dang it! I should have
You
said
didn't
like
ask me
Luvu
my
or Chin.
three.
I would go Luvu.
Hell yeah.
For honorable mention.
Luvu.
Don't you love him?
I love him, dude.
And y'all are starting to rush him off the edge. And that's great. We never did that.
All right, Shirley. Who are your 3 non-Dolphins?
Okay, I can't remember his first name, but it's Pickens, the wide receiver for the Steelers.
Love it.
George.
That dude had some incredible catches.
He's a wild man.
He got
so I like
1
him a
foot down the
lot.
other night.
I'm pretty sure he's still injured, but I am still a big fan of Taysom Hill.
All right. Interesting.
And my final one would probably, I was actually going to go Jaden Daniels.
That a girl.
I mean,
And I
he
tell you
has
what,
been impressive to watch.
If this was last year, I don't think I can wear a receiver's jersey, but I would take Waddle if this was last year. But I'm done with the Dolphins.
Well, same here.
Joey says, I'm in the airport, fellas. I'm gone. Heartbreak emoji.
Oh, no. Great seeing you this weekend, bud.
Glad I got to give you a hug.
Come back anytime, and you got a place to stay.
Yep, doors always open, and
He's
I'm
staying
sure,
with me.
And we will see you in Memphis.
We'll
One
see
of
you
us is going to wind up in
there.
Memphis.
Joey's going to be walking in Memphis.
Me and Joey are going to wind up on Beale Street one of these days.
Trabajola 5 más. I just said I work 5 more. I don't know why.
Beautifully said.
Joey, thank you for your service.
It was nice meeting you.
Good kid. Good kid, Joey. Mama.
Great knowing him, man.
It was.
Rest in peace, I guess. Jesus Christ.
I mean, we're not having a funeral. I hope not.
No, we're having a quinceañera.
Oh, dear.
I've been to one.
What?
Why?
One of my good friends, his sister, turned 16. Wait, is it 15? Wait, 15. Sorry. And went there, and let me tell you something.
Latino friend?
Yes.
Okay.
His name is Faustino. Saw him this weekend. It was a reunion weekend. It was homecoming.
Faustino.
But I went, and I wore a pig tie. There was a tie with pigs on it, I remember. And got very intoxicated, and I went to go get more beer. They had like 5 big coolers of beer. I went to go get beer. Each cooler was empty. I said, gosh, I guess we're done. Nope. About 6 or 7 dudes came in with about 2 suitcases on their shoulders. Dumped them in. That got gone.
What kind of beer?
Modelo, Dos Equis, Bud Light.
Tecate.
Yep. And then other beers that is not Bud Light.
You get any toots later that night?
No, there was no toots there. There was no tooties. There was no tooties.
All right, let's take a break. We'll come back and wrap it up here on a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Back after this. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of the Pirates in the NC. Open at noon 7 days a week with live music. Come enjoy sports trivia with me, Clip Rock, every Monday. Tuesday and Wednesday, it's live local acoustic night, along with line dancing from 7 to 9 on Wednesday. Thursday, there's a brand new lineup with Singo starting at 8, followed by karaoke with DJ Dog. Ladies and free both Friday and Saturday nights with the best local bands in the area. Finish the weekend with free games and DJ Kid Scene.
Y'all come get bucked up.
Need cash fast? National Finance Company is here to help. For over 50 years, National Finance Company has been the small loan specialist with loans from $1,000 to $5,000 with low payments to meet your budget. We're in the business of getting you the cash you need today. Apply online for a loan at one of our convenient branch offices and get your money as fast as today. It's easy. Get the cash you need. For extra cash, visit nfcmoney.com.
This is Aaron Williams with New Blue Service Group. People have been asking, what's new at New Blue? And I'm always glad to tell them that we now specialize in crawl space moisture control and encapsulations, along with septic system repairs and installations. As always, we offer plumbing, electrical, and HVAC, all while redefining service excellence. So go ahead, contact us at callnewblue.com. That's callnublue.com. Go Pirates.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Save a load on a new John Deere compact utility tractor and loader from Quality Equipment. It's never been easier to get the best brand on the market at an unbeatable cash price or with great financing at our lowest ever monthly payment. Now is the time to get that tractor package you've been dreaming of to get your next job done right. Stop by one of our 36 locations in North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia, or visit us online at qualityequip.com.
Hey Pirate Nation, everyone loves a good burrito, but they're always the same basic flavors. Basic is boring. Dank Burrito is not your basic burrito joint. We use global flavors and fresh to death ingredients to make new kinds of burritos, bowls, and tacos you never knew you'd love so much. Dank Burrito is the official burrito of the ECU Pirates, 108 Red Banks Road in Greenville. Check us out at dankburrito.com or on Facebook. Go Pirates!
It's spooky season, Greenville, and you know what that means. Time to grab your costume at Halloween Express. This is Lisa with Halloween Express, and we are now open for our 26th year in Greenville. We are located at 1400 Charles Boulevard on the corner of Charles Boulevard and 14th Street beside the Jolly Roger. We have Greenville's biggest selection of Halloween costumes for adults and kids. Halloween Express has everything you will need to make your Halloween frightening and fun. We are open 7 days a week. Halloween Express.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is Down on Main Street. Down on Main Street's new fall weekly lunch specials are here and only for $8.99. Stop by Monday through Friday and enjoy chicken and pastry, spaghetti, meatloaf, hamburger, steak, and everyone's favorite fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks with friends. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is Coach Gary Overton, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. It was a rough day for the stock market today. The Dow fell 91 points and closed at 42,141. The NASDAQ was down 104 points at 18,607, and the S&P was down 19 points, finished the day at 5,813. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now let's head back into the show. Here's Cliff.
All right. Enjoyed a fun Wednesday program. We'll do it all over again on Thursday. We will talk to Zach Kaplan, Greg Hudson, Jeff Nadeau, Holt Nailers, Cade Norman, and have a good old time doing so. 3 o'clock on Thursday. We'll talk to you then. For Shirley Rhodes, Jared Watkins, Chandler Honeycutt, I am Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an